Hi, hello everyone. We are live.
What's up, everybody?
It's okay. No one's here. It's fine.
What's up, nobody?
It says 10 people are there.
Oh, it did suddenly jump.
Oh,
It did say 3 about
Oh, okay.
5 seconds ago.
I was like,
And I'm like, well, 1, 2, 3.
oh yeah, that's true.
Hey, Beck.
hey,
Yo,
Beck.
how was Echo and the Bunnymen last night?
Hey, Cody.
I saw that you went, but I hadn't seen you post anything about you enjoying it, which I assume you did. Oh, it was weird. Weird, cool, or like weird, like.
Hey, Shane.
Well, at least it's a story. What's up, Shane?
And yes, we did convince Anthony to let us use the channel again. He's very stingy with it, oddly enough.
Yeah, no, it's only official if I'm here. Otherwise, it's like a spin-off.
That's what we can do it on my channel. Just it was an off show.
Yeah.
It could have been a bye week, but you know.
Unless I'm here.
There we go. That finally updated.
Hey, Jackie.
Hey, Jackie.
Beck, I'm gonna assume you meant sick as in like ill and not sick as in like ill.
He threw up while walking off stage and then took 20 minutes to get back on stage.
He threw up. Wow, yeah.
So welcome to a show that is a throwback to when the show first started. before we added
Yeah.
Steph.
Welcome to the show before the show got good.
What are you saying? It's so quiet.
Yeah, you can hear us in between.
You can hear Steph's absence.
Boys night. Yeah, no one has to mess with their volume tonight or for this episode. No one's gonna move it up and down depending on how long Steph's stories are.
The silence is deafening.
You want to see the dumb thing I got?
Okay.
Sure.
Let's start.
I got a hammer.
You have Mjolnir.
It lights up.
Oh, it lights up.
Wait.
Nice.
It gets better. I like this one
Oh.
because it fades in and out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like it's a beating heart.
Ooh, what's inside? Is it a bong?
It's your
God damn it! I would have fucking flipped my shit if it was a bong.
I was kind of expecting you to just pour it in there.
Could
That
be.
I think that would have been cooler. Where the fuck did you get this dumb thing?
Leland's
Where do
getting
you think
hammered
I got
tonight.
it?
I'm assuming Disneyland because it's a little too dumb for like
Yeah.
a regular purchase, like from a store where you have like time to think about it.
No. Yeah, I got it from Disneyland.
So
I made it.
You have to hold
I
it by
made
the handle.
reference-
To,
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yo,
It's
it's
not-
real cumbersome. Oh, it's dumb. I made a reference to Jess and Julian. I was like, hey, if you see one of them hammers, maybe. And they were like, all right. So then I got a text message like, hey, you are worthy. I was like, I got a hammer.
$30 later,
20.
$9.99.
$9.99. We were both on the same page for that one.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
not wrong.
Mm.
And
Man,
see-
and like it's cute, and thank God it lights up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
But like otherwise, holy shit, what a fucking like terrible move.
because you can't put it down with the drink
No.
in it.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah.
not at all. It is real dumb.
You have to fully commit to the drink.
But I'm happy that I got it though.
Yeah.
by itself, at least on camera, it looks good. It looks
No,
Like-
it's legit. Yeah.
it looks like top shelf quality, and I meant top shelf as in like being kind of out of the way, not really close to the eye line. It looks good from afar, but far from good.
Yeah.
Well, since we're sharing stuff,
Uh-oh.
so I finally put in my pre-order for the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4, which this isn't it. This is my old phone. But it would look like this when it's flipped out. So it would look like this, but then I could fold it and it'll be half the size.
Okay, so we were watching Sandman the other night, and a bitch pulls one of those out and flips it up, and both me and Scott were like, "The fuck is that?"
Oh, you didn't know?
Yeah.
No.
Samsung has
Yeah.
actually innovated the smartphone market and created a flip phone that's a smartphone, touchscreen
That's
and everything.
wild.
Yeah. I mean, my brother already has the Z Fold. So I'm like, I've had this phone for like 2 years now, and I'm just like, I'm kind of bored of it. So I'm like, I want something new. I want
This
a
doesn't-
gimmick.
This
So I'm getting a Z
doesn't
Flip.
bend.
Yeah. I want the Z Flip. I want a phone that bends on purpose. Unlike that one time when phones were too skinny, you put them in your back pocket and they bent. That was an iPhone. I was trying not to say that, but
I like how is it? I've yet to see
Don't know.
one in the
Don't have it yet.
wild. You said your brother's got one.
he has a Z Fold. He has the Fold that comes out like that.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Okay.
it looks like
The
this,
new
and then
one
you fold
goes
it out, and
This.
so the screen. No, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right. You got me there. So the screen doesn't bend in his.
no, it does.
Okay. That is really what I'm curious is how is that technology?
Really good right now. In
Yeah.
its current state. Yeah, it's very good.
And how long has he had it?
It's been about a year at this point.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. That's good wear and tear to see if any like critical
Yeah.
flaws
No
would
issues.
show up.
He's had no issues.
Green and the screen is good.
Yeah, like the
Wow.
one thing he wants from the Z Folds now is a built-in S Pen. That's all he wants. Like once they integrate the S Pen into the Z Fold, perfect phone for him.
It's gonna be like so small.
Yeah. Yes, Leland.
Stylus pen.
Yes.
Those are still a thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
You use a stylus.
Yeah, you use a stylus all the time.
No, I use an Apple Pencil.
That's a stylus.
But they don't call it a stylus.
But it's a stylus.
Honestly, I thought those were gone.
No, they're still around. Well, because they're mostly relegated to. You boy, can I see your phone really quick? They're mostly relegated to the Galaxy Notes. That's
Gotcha.
usually where they have the S Pens in them. And that's the phone that my brother usually got until the Z Fold came
Right.
out. He's like, I want that.
Gotcha. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yes, for the drawing. And yes, Jackie, Motorola remade the Razr, which it also has the bendable. See, here's the Z Fold. Now if you folds it open, there's the bigger screen. There it is. Yeah.
So it is made of two screens. They're just
Yes.
real close together.
Yeah. So it's so you have the big screen here, but then you also have the outside screen. So when you
Okay.
close it, it's the outside screen becomes the main thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
The what button.
I'm not gonna lie. I may have been wrong this whole time, or maybe we are
Sorry,
just
what?
at this point in technology. I
Oh, it's fine,
kind of
whatever.
thought the screen itself was bending. Like they
It is.
learned how to.
The inner
All right.
side that screen is bending. Like
Well, I said it was two. It's two screens.
No, it's one big screen that's folding in on itself.
Okay, so as if I took my monitor and folded it in.
Yes.
One screen.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. The future is now,
Truly-
baby.
Truly a marvelous age.
Yeah. He says, drinking up his ooh woo mug.
Were those titties?
No. Remember Comic-Con last year? And I got the
Oh.
ooh woo.
Ooh woo.
Ooh woo.
It
was
is
no
one
Comic-Con
continuous
last year.
screen, Shane, on the inside. The outside is a separate screen. So there's two screens. One small one on the outside, and then one big one that folds out.
Yeah, it's not a continuous. It's
Yeah.
not a continuous screen.
Yeah, it's that. I think it's. There's a company that did make one like that where it's one just long screen and it folds outward instead of inward.
It's a trifold.
No, it's almost. It's still just a single fold, but it folds out the other way. But it's not as good as the Z Fold, so like it's more prone to wear and tear.
Because that the accordion one was like, you know, womp 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 womp, while the Z is womp 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 womp.
Exactly.
So you can see how
Yeah.
it's better.
Just wait until 2024 when Apple comes out with their innovative Apple Fold. They're actually working on that, and they're going to market it that way.
The iFold.
I got. That's 2 years.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm drinking from a straw because of the bit, and I just
will-
didn't
it
take
will
out
be
the
better.
straw.
Yeah, that's why.
Also, what's wrong with drinking out of a straw?
Yeah, nice.
Apparently, they don't like it.
There's like
That's cool.
You're- a lot of people like make up weird things to like be like weird about, but the sheer fact that there are people, specifically men out there, who won't drink out of a straw because it is somehow homoerotic, fucking melts my brain.
Yeah, no,
and
I
makes it
agree.
ooze out of my nose.
It's just like those videos where like it's a video I saw recently. This dude he's talking to his
He
son,
right though.
and then the son is like about to take a bite of the banana. They're like, no, you don't do that. You don't take a bite of that. You have to break off the top and then you eat it. That you break and eat. I'm like, dude.
Like how a woman has to, because the world is awful.
I mean, remember we've talked about this. Old roommate Mike
Yeah.
used to break it that way.
Yeah.
And I asked him, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Can't do it the other way, bro." I was like, "Okay,
But would he use a straw?
probably not."
Okay.
It's like the episode of
Metalocalypse.
yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly with murder
Well,
face.
hold on. Mark it. 11 minutes and 38 seconds before those two went off on some sort of anime tangent.
It's not anime,
It's not
dude.
anime at all. It's
Just regular ass cartoons.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. Look, it's a word that I don't know. It's a made up word. I assume anime.
So he assumes it's foreign. Anything he
Yes.
doesn't understand is foreign and thus scares him.
I'm not scared. Just don't care.
He doesn't care about foreigners. You heard him. He just said it.
Beck, those are the worst types of people.
They're afraid.
Look, I'll eat bananas and do the other thing that Beck mentioned. I feel uncomfortable saying.
Yeah, don't say that. This is a classy fucking show.
Sure is.
Steph's not here, so we're classing it up.
It's because when she's here, she's so innocent that we have to tone it up a bit to just balance
Tone
things
it
out.
up. Speaking of foreigners, Anthony, you're back from abroad.
And we mean a different country, not a woman.
Don't
This
we?
time. I traveled, y'all. Went on a plane, flew in the air for 12, 13 hours.
So what was it like your first time on an airplane?
It's scary. How does that work? It makes a rumble, and then you get like the roller coaster feeling, and then you're just in the sky.
Did you clap?
Oh, were you a clapper?
No, because I'm not like some weird ass fucking nerd. Fucking pilots can't hear you.
Yeah.
Who are
Good
you-
job,
who are you
guys.
clapping?
Woo,
Who are
we
you
made it.
clapping for? Are you clapping for like the attendants? Because you should have been saying thank you every time they go by,
Yeah.
and not just some bullshit applause. Am I not a weird ass fucking nerd? I'm
No,
not
no.
that weird ass fucking nerd who claps at landings.
No, put a comma after the weird. That's the kind of nerd he is.
I mean, Leland said we had to be classy, so I
Yeah,
won't
as
tell
if
that
I'm-
story.
As if I meant it.
I'm not gonna tell that story.
Bitch ain't got no sense.
But holy shit. I have flown even recently, but I've been flying for a long time. My first air flight is like at age 6. So I'm familiar with like air travel for a long time. I remember like shit, I think I remember a smoking section on a plane.
Oh, walk us through every flight you've ever taken.
Please.
Okay. So I'll start with the worst. That's when we circled around Newark for an hour,
Ooh.
literally circling because everything was so backed up and everybody got sick.
And then you had to land in Newark.
And everybody got sick. Oh my god. Anyway, no, like air travel's gotten like way fucking worse. Holy shit. I was so uncomfortable for all of this flight. I go from here to Atlanta, and then in Atlanta up and over to Ireland. And like the weirdly my intercontinental flight was more uncomfortable. The seats were worse considering that's a flight that's always going to be long.
Yeah.
I'm a little cranky because I never got a window seat, no matter how hard I tried. I was either a middle seat, and twice I was an aisle seat.
I understand why you would hate it by being in the middle seats.
The middle's pretty fucking awful. And like I got one of them neck pillows, because I'm like, okay, I'm trying to think ahead. So I bought one off of Amazon that was pretty well rated. That doesn't seem to work.
What do you mean?
Like everyone's got them.
Yes.
So like I assume like this is a thing that like this is useful. Like it is comfortable. And I bought one that had thousands of like ratings, was like 4 and change overall on Amazon.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, cool. Because I got a long way to go. And sleeping on the plane is going to be a good idea. What with the time difference that I'm going to deal with. And there wasn't a single like angle or twist or whatever to that fucking thing that was comfortable enough to sleep in. A lot of it, I mean, there was definitely a good portion of it that it was uncomfortable because I have a beard and like my beard like squishing up and like being pushed up into my face. Which Jordan, you don't get it, but Leland, you're with me. Facial hair is uncomfortable when it's pushed back up into your cheeks.
I feel like you got one that was
Huh?
too small.
I mean, one size fits the people that it fits.
I mean, I've never had. I've done my fair share of flights, and I've never had a pillow.
Neither have I.
And
But
I
it
don't
seemed
know
like
if I would find them comfortable.
it
but-
seemed like a good idea.
But you weren't
Um,
comfortable.
No,
Good to
I
know.
carried it around more than I ever used it, and I forgot it on my last flight. I was walking down
On
the
purpose.
no, I had left the gate and I was walking down towards baggage claim, and I realized, oh, I didn't clip it back onto my bag. Oh well,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take this flight again for at least a year, and it did not do me nearly enough good. I would have been, had I a window seat, then like I could like unhook it from my neck and put it on the wall, but then I could also do that with a fucking sweater. Like I do not, for me,
Yeah.
I do not find the point. And I'm glad I got it on a good sale on Prime Day.
Yeah.
I do not feel like I have lost a great deal of money.
How much was it? I would assume like $20.
It was under $20.
Okay.
It
You
was
say $120?
Under
Under.
$20.
Oh, okay.
under.
I was gonna say, damn, you going to countries and spending money. You changed,
Yeah.
man. You ain't cheap no more.
I'm big time in it now.
He comes back around a gold chain.
Yeah.
Big time ants.
Like what I normally do with a neck pillow, because when I sleep on a plane, I'm just leaning straight back, like, and I have the neck pillow to keep my neck straight. I don't want to.
Yeah, that's the point of it, more or
yeah.
less. I think
Yeah.
to keep you from like fucking your neck up. But like, all right, here's a question for you two. Do you recline the seat, or are you a decent person?
I'm a decent person.
Okay.
Fuck that. I'm tall.
All right.
I have to recline it.
I don't blame you,
Yeah.
Leland. I
No,
do
those
not blame
seats
you.
are small. I'm one of those people, if they were like, hey, who wants to volunteer to sit in the I'll help you get out of the plane section? I'm like, right here.
Yeah.
Because one, the statistics that I'm going to do that is real low,
Yeah.
but also I get like an extra foot.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
And that
True.
makes a big difference for people who are tall and fat. So, you know.
When I was coming from Dublin to Atlanta on the way back, I was sitting next to a guy who had to be somewhere close to 6 foot. And I just like observe him standing there. And he wasn't like a large weight, obesity kind of guy. He's just tall. Now, these seats, yes, there is no legroom. Everybody knows that. But I swear they're getting thinner too. Because I'm sitting there, I'm like, wow, I'm not snug, but I am about 10 pounds away from being snug in this chair. And I'm not a big dude. Like, I can't imagine like anybody larger than me having anything other than a nightmare of a time in this sardine factory of a fucking space tube.
I mean, I remember there used to be a time when people could stand up and shimmy out of the aisle
Yeah.
to use the restroom without you having to get up.
Yeah.
That's no
Mm.
longer a thing. Like it feels like
No.
the whole row. If you're,
You
look,
and the
I'm
next row got to get up.
I'm an aisle guy. I like the aisle because I can stick my leg out in the aisle. It's like,
Yeah.
Fair.
because too tall.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I'll take a middle seat if it's in between people I know. I don't like
Sure.
it, but
Yeah.
but at least it's people I know.
Yeah, that's a better situation. But like, fuck, back me up. Them Atlanta girls got some, thick thighs, because I'm sitting here in the chair and I'm in the aisle at this point from I think from my Dublin to Atlanta flight, and just like every one of them just running on my shoulder, and I'm not leaning on my right arm. I'm
Yeah.
relatively just sitting in the middle, but like just every person who went by, I'm just grazing me, never like jerked me over, because again, I'm not leaning over. It's bananas. I saw this poor kid. This will be the last plane observation I have.
Yeah.
But I saw this kid like in his 20s, so like fucking thin like how you dream about.
Fuck that kid.
And I'm sitting he's like one up and over from me. And the woman in front of him goes full recline. And he like has the reaction like a normal person would and is like, what the fuck? Like he's grabbing his little fucking prosciutto or not prosciutto, Presco or his fucking wine.
It's Prosecco.
Prosecco, yeah. I heard him order it. I can hear everything. And like he grabs it to keep it from like sloshing around too much because this woman just goes zoof like a fucking busted ass lazy boy that you really got to kick into gear.
Yeah.
And at this point, from here on until like she decides she doesn't want to be comfortable anymore, he is a Lego piece in his chair. Like he has to lift the arm up and he twists his legs out and kind of like whoop,
that lady's
to get out of the seat to use the
Nope.
bathroom.
Nope.
Yeah, I
absolutely
don't
not.
do that. I don't even do the full recline. I even like just
I
a
would-
little
I
bit.
would,
Just to
I
get
would
a little.
push that shit back.
Yeah.
It was it was nuts. And I'm just like thinking, fuck, this is awful. This is terrible. I paid like $1,200 for this.
You ain't first
This
class.
is yeah, and now I'm like, fuck me. Just walking through first class is now like just making me madder and madder. These top 30 percentiles who can afford nicer things than me. I'm really considering like, well, how much more is it? And I know it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's
But like,
might be
could
around
I-
triple the price you paid.
Yeah, it's probably
You
like
think-
$5,000.
you think it's triple?
Yes.
Just to be first class on the same fucking flight eating
No,
the
because
same
I just spoke to a
dry-ass
customer the
chicken?
other day who took first class, and he said it was $5,500.
And they get better food.
Oh, they don't get the same food that I'm getting? They're not getting a spring roll that is
No, they get first class
Large?
food. And yeah, Cody makes a good point. I remember seeing the picture too because they want to double stack seats. So,
Yeah.
so you're sitting and basically someone's ass is in your face, but it's blocked by
Yeah.
a chair.
it's like stadium seating but worse.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah,
like no,
man.
no, thank you.
Yeah, it's easily the worst part of my entire week. Which it really has no other worst parts, but fuck this, like flying sucks.
Yeah. That's why when I get in a plane, I usually get my seat,
Mm-hmm.
and I took a lot of medication prior to getting into the seat, and I am out.
Yeah, what my
for
brother does
quite a while.
What my brother does is he gets to his gate, then finds the closest bar.
Yep, that's another one.
Fair.
And he gets just enough alcohol in him that he can still make it to his seat without blacking out.
I once on a plane, I sat in the wrong seat, and I was so drugged out that I was just like, they were like, "Oh, you're in our seat." I was like, "Are you guys together?" They're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You're good. Just sit down. Just go."
Were you gonna split them in the middle?
No, I
Like,
was in this window seat. I was just like, what do you want? Like, I was gonna be in the middle. I'm like, are you upset that I'm not in the middle? Do you guys like like fucking sit and just, let's get the fuck out of here. The early 2000s. Okay. So you went to Dublin. How was it?
Let me hold on.
Okay, so Anthony has just taken off his headphones. He's leaning away.
I
He's
assume
putting
we have
something
props.
on. Oh, good
Jesus
God.
Christ.
So-
Jesus Christ.
I spent a bit of time in Dublin.
Good God.
Oh, he's the new Madonna.
Conor McGregor over here.
Made some friends.
You know, honestly, the hat works, dude.
It actually does
yeah,
work. It does work for your face, yeah.
I had a couple people tell me, I'm like, all right, I guess I'll buy this cheap one.
Dude, shit, I've got like 3 of those. It's like, I love those hats.
What do you call them?
Newsboy hats.
Yeah.
All right.
A newsy.
That's what I call them. Yeah.
Yeah, newsboy hats and a pork pie hat is another one that I've heard.
Yeah,
called.
pork pie.
Yeah.
If you turn it around, you look like an auteur director.
It's true.
Or I look like
douchebag.
Samuel L. Jackson.
No,
Yep, douchebag.
but yes,
With
you look like
Makengo.
someone who needs, if you were at a party, all the girls would be checking their drinks to make sure that they were not altered.
And they would be right to do so.
Yes. Yeah, Scott's right. Pork pie is different.
Yeah, doesn't it have a brim on a pork pie?
That's that thing that Gene Hackman wears in that famous movie that I can't think of the name right now.
Superman?
Yes.
Yep. Superman. That was it.
Yes, Lex Luthor out here wearing a pork pie hat.
Black
with
cap,
his
yeah,
hair.
I have heard about that. Yeah, so Dublin was cool as shit. I really enjoyed it. I've got a gang of photos that I haven't posted, but I will. It is a very to kind of give a wide vibe description of it. It is very in balance with where it is, with its own expectations. Downtown Dublin, like the downtown capital of the country, almost no building goes higher than like 4 stories. So you can always see the sky. There's a large river that runs right through the middle. There's always a bunch of it does run through it.
Is it green?
Completely unrelated. The river is not green. It's
fuck
river.
that whole country.
I know, it's all a lie.
He didn't go to Greenland.
Excuse me. But like there's large trees. The entire island used to be very forested. Very oak trees primarily. I learned things. I had a guided tour, so I learned some Irish history. So there's still a lot of that, and especially outside where my aunt was living, where I was staying, like the street she lives on just have trees kind of like reaching over and canopying over the street.
Nice.
So, and that's kind of what I mean by it. It strikes a good balance of being, densely habitated for Ireland and for Dublin, not compared to anywhere here, without being without removing nature entirely. And that was honestly very, very cool. The people there were very cool. I find Irish people love asking questions. It's almost part of their general dialect.
What kind of questions?
Sometimes it's sometimes it's just rhetorical. It's just how they end a sentence. They'll be talking about something about this or that, and they just say yeah. And it's not really there's not really a place to answer
for a second.
How many times
it's not really your place to answer.
Did anyone confuse you for Colin Farrell? How many times did it happen?
I bought this hat on the last day.
In the airport?
No, not in the airport. That's where I hit that giant ass liquor store. If you see,
yeah, saw that photo. Jesus Christ!
My God, I laughed out loud. It's right after the security checkpoint. I laughed out loud and said to nobody, "Holy shit, that's the most Irish thing I've ever seen."
Like you broke the fourth wall to tell the audience who's watching your life. They were like, "Yeah."
So yeah, I only wore the hat in the store, in the gift shop I bought it at, and now, and so only one person said, "Wow, you look like Colin Farrell," and it was my aunt because she loves me.
Aww.
Yeah, duty free. I don't know what that means.
How was the food?
Well, I had one of the top 5 burgers of my life there.
Ooh.
Was it made with like lamb and shit?
Irish beef.
Nice.
They got a shit ton of cows, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Like they were talking about, oh yeah, sheep, a lot of sheep, wool and whatever. I saw fucking more cows this week than I've seen in the last 10 years combined. Yeah, we took a train at one point from Dublin on the east side of the country to Galway on the left side, which only takes 2 hours with stops. And just it's a lot of farmland in between. Agricultural is still like a large factor in the country, and just cows and cows and cows, all like, You see maybe up to 10 of them at a time. Like none of them are like very densely packed together. It is very cool. It is very green. I was there during a heat wave.
How
So,
hot?
yeah, they kept repeatedly telling me like, oh yeah, it's nice out, but oh it's been real hot lately. At
82.
a sweltering
82?
79 degrees.
Oh, Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
Oh, those poor people. They must all be
Yo, yeah.
burnt to a crisp.
Yes.
I
All
told them, yeah,
Their white skin basking in the midday sun like a red lobster.
Yeah, that's why Graham Norton's so dark.
I told everyone that said that, like, oh no, I left low 90s for this. We are doing a-okay. It's a little more humid, but you know what? It's okay.
Do they
I'm
get
fine.
humidity there?
Yeah, it's an island, so they're just
Oh,
surrounded by
yeah.
water and shit. And
Yeah,
Dublin's
well,
like real close.
we now have it in Southern California. That's fun.
Yeah.
That was weird.
not
It was
great.
like, what is this?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be here.
Came back and just everything felt heavier and stickier.
Yeah.
Um,
Swamp ass weather.
Mhm.
but went to Trinity College, which is one of the oldest colleges in Europe.
That's so awesome. That's named after a character from The Matrix.
Right?
Oh,
Right?
okay. My joke. What
who
house
knew?
did you get shuffled into?
Potato House.
Oh, the potatoes of Ireland.
It's like 600 years old or some odd. And it's got this fancy ass. It's a Bible, but it's not all of the Bible, so I don't know what to call it. But it's like four books
It's the bib.
from the Bible. Yeah. Called the Book of Kells, which is just an ornate, fancy. It's just a fancy ass rich person's Bible for like special occasions.
And what did you do there? Was it like a tour?
Yeah, it's a museum, really.
okay.
Like, so it's on the campus of Trinity College, and it's got like a very small kind of museum front, and then you go into this darkened, cooled room where you can observe the book itself, which is like 400 years old or something. I'm like, that's neat. Right on. That's survived. I couldn't read it. Fucking
Yeah, also like it's a fucking book. Like, all right.
yeah, like
Ooh, it's an old book. Does it cause spells?
But I mean, yes, it is cool by virtue of it being so old and, steeped in history.
Sure.
But
it's novel to me.
yeah.
Yeah,
but
I went to Philadelphia, I saw the bell, I was like, I don't give a fuck. It's a bell.
But
It
like-
broke.
Not a good bell.
Yeah, not a good bell. It didn't do the one thing it was supposed to do.
It tried it and
Now-
broke. It's a bad bell.
I'm like, and then here it is, 300 years later. Like, look, I can pay $49.99. Look at a fucking broke bell.
We're fucking up Jackie. Yeah, no, like I had to pay for the store. And then
How many
thing,
dragoons or whatever? What kind of money do they use
Euros?
over there?
euros
Gold.
because they're part of
What
the
doubloons were they
union?
using?
What scallions? How many scallions? It's like
Potato chips. They call them potato chips. Anyway,
But those are actually
um,
French fries.
Did you turn in your money
Chris.
over there to get euros and you found out you were like poorer because our dollar bill sucks right now? It's like-
no, euros practically the same.
Oh, okay.
The euro's like on par with the dollar right now.
I didn't know if it was
Also-
like East Berlin or like not East Berlin, like one of those like Eastern European countries where 5 cents gets you $1 million and you can like buy a hotel.
Oh, you're thinking about like a third world country.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
No. No, actually I never had to get currency.
Oh, the Book of
Because-
Kells is 1,200 years old.
Well, how
Oh,
could
okay,
that
yeah.
be? People weren't around until 500 years old. That's what the Christians told me.
When was Jesus born? 500 years ago. In the 1500s.
He came with the rest of the world. It's all in the book. Just read it.
So, like, for this guided tour you're on, what was
Jackie
it?
got my joke.
What do you have like earphones or something? Like Chris O'Dowd is here just speaking in your ear, telling you things, or
Chris O'Dowd.
He's an Irish comedian
Yeah.
actor. Anthony.
Yeah, he was in Bridesmaids, you know?
Yeah, he's in.
They couldn't afford
Batman
Colin,
Robin.
so they went with this guy.
Yes.
He was Robin in Batman and Robin. I'm very aware of Chris O'Donnell. No, I didn't bother with the audio tour. I looked around at all the history. It's got little timelines and infographics and stuff like that. What I thought was cooler than the 1200-year-old Bible,
The
with
Book of
it
Kalis.
with its yoga positioned fucking artwork dudes inside. You'll understand when I put photos up. Is they have the long room, they call it, which was like 65 meters long and is just an old as fuck library that is like 3 stories high and at one point contained all literature written by Irishmen up to the point that it got too old. But like it's still an active library, which was cool for the college. So like there's just a shit ton of books in this old like oak library with the Beauty and the Beast swinging ladders.
Okay.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yeah, if a reference we all understand. And that honestly was cooler because I just like the design of it more. Like old shit is old, and that's like fine. I have nothing against it, but I have no connection to a thing. I have no reverence for a thing just because it has existed a long time. It's not doing anything.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I wanted to ask you a question about something else, but continue with your
Okay.
old book story.
Well, here's how I think about old things. The fact that they're still around is a testament to their resilience. And I think that's kind of cool. It's like, oh, you've lasted this long in this world for 1,200 years. Good for you, Book of Kalos.
Kells.
The Talos Principle.
If it was something that went through some shit, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like some of the castles that we saw, like some of them had been under siege, so like some of it is like crumbled onto one side. I'm like, okay, there's a story there. But like the book was made forever ago by like 6 monks, and like just didn't get torn up. Like at
Which
one
is
point,
amazing when you think about it.
the church it was, or the monastery it was made at, had some problems. Like the book just keeps getting like picked up and brought somewhere safer.
Yeah.
Like it's around when troublesome stuff happens, but it's not like some Knight Templar had it under his arm while he was fighting a Celt or something.
I want to see that version of the Book of Eli.
Jackie is informing me that monks literally died to protect it.
So you went to the Duffland. How was that?
Oh, we just skip everything else.
Do you want to talk about more old books?
Well, I was kind of continuing on to say, like that we go to the Cliff of Moors.
Ooh, you did that? That's
I
cool.
did that. Yeah. When we went cross country in our 2-hour train ride to Galway. Galway is the closest major city to the Cliff of Moors. And that similar thing, like you've just been here a long time. You don't have any great story to tell. You've just
I'm sure they do though.
I mean definitely no monks died to protect the Cliff of Moors. It is just a big ass cliff, which is kind of cool, but I kind of get 80% of its majesty from a photograph.
Is it the same as like seeing the Grand Canyon?
Yes, it's very much the same.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about the Grand Canyon.
I think it would have been cooler if instead of being on the cliff side, if we were in the water.
Sure, like looking up at the cliff.
Yeah,
like
I think that would have been a bit more impressive.
What did they have a boat option?
Yes, but we didn't know that until we were already on the cliffs and saw the boat out there. I'm like,
Ah.
I bet that's a tour, and I bet that's way cooler than this because I wouldn't have to be walking so much if I was on that boat.
And Anthony hates walking.
I do hate walking, especially uphill on a fucking muggy ass day. We had this bus tour that took us like out and about. Actually saw some castles. Went to this I forget how old he said it was, but this water well where all the water from the top of the hill kind of sinks in. It gets filtered through limestone and then just makes this pool. And this pool has been here for hundreds and hundreds of years. And it's literally just like fucking scooping out some Aquafina. Yes.
Did you go inside of any castles?
I went in the perimeter wall,
Yeah.
but we didn't have time to take like the castle tour.
Yeah.
We didn't have enough time to do that. So I didn't like get a proper like castle tour, but
Yeah.
I touched the walls. I was inside the fortified surroundings.
Yeah, see, I don't know why, but I want to go to a very old castle
Mm-hmm.
and just rub my butt on a wall.
Yep, there it is. I was waiting. I was like, this is not going to be what I think it's going to be. It's exactly what I was hoping it was going to be.
I don't know why, but I feel like I have to do that.
You just want to destroy something beautiful.
No, I don't want to destroy it. I want to bless it with my butt. That's all.
Question. Is there
No pants.
okay? That's what I want to know. Does it have to be no pants,
Yeah.
or is it just the sheer
Bare ass
fact
on
of, like,
wall.
got
You
it.
want to feel
Got
the
it.
gravel on your
Yes.
cheeks.
Just the granite rubbing up against them cheeks.
Does that not sound kind of pleasant?
You know, honestly, yeah.
See?
I get it. I'm in.
I'll need to rub my fucking ass on some dirty
Good.
ass wall.
Well, you know
I
what
don't
it means?
need
It means
to
you're
either.
the
I just
you're the
want
lookout.
to.
You're the lookout while me, Jordan, and Steph do it because I feel she's in on this.
Oh, 100%.
She's out there trying to provoke a cow to kick her.
You know what?
Well, those Irish cows.
Pleasant? No. Satisfying? Yes.
In the ass and castle. Fuck yeah, Beck. Stayed in a hostel for the first time ever. I've never been in a hostel before.
Oh,
Ooh,
good.
did
And
you
you
get
made it
tortured?
out alive. Yeah.
It's very nice. Setup anyway. I've never laid down on a stiffer bed in my entire fucking life.
Welcome to
Well,
a
that's because
hostel.
it's a torture bed.
In fact, my entire week in Ireland is some of the worst sleep I've ever tried to get.
Look, they're hardened people. They don't need the comforts of feather beds,
500 thread sheets. Wow.
plywood, and the cleanest cloth you can find.
Clean-ish.
That cleanest.
Within arm's reach. No, I mean like the bunk bed in the hostel was pretty fucking awful. Also I'm traveling with my mom and my brother. My brother snores and like moves a lot in his sleep. So
Yeah.
like that really ruined the bunk beds.
A scale of 1 to 5 on the snore train. How bad?
I mean, not as consistent. Like he doesn't snore. Like once he's asleep, he's not like just snoring until he wakes up. He'll just like suddenly begin to snore. So like a 3.5, and you're like at a 6.
I always provide ear things.
And thank the fucking maker that I bought noise canceling earbuds on Prime Day.
Nice. Nice.
Because again, one of those purchases with like some forethought. I had earbuds. I wasn't really happy with them, but I had them, so I was going to use them until they exploded. But I'm like, all right, I've got this long trip. I'm gonna have like time on the plane by myself. I should probably like get some at least noise canceling ones.
Yeah.
And thank fucking again, thank the maker, because on the way home, 2 flights, 2 different babies.
Ugh.
Stop putting babies on airplanes. They hate it.
But
They really
grandparents need to see that baby.
That's why we invented Zoom.
Yeah.
So yeah, out there in by the Cliff of Moors is where I had one of the finest hamburgers I had ever had in my fucking life.
Probably because they killed the cow just right outside. And
I'm pretty
fresh.
sure I looked
What-
it in the eye on the train over.
What was your burger? Because you're particular about what you like on your burgers.
Very simple, just bacon cheeseburger, like
Right on.
nothing fancy. They season the meat.
Good, good.
Yeah, I could taste that right away. The meat was good. Bacon out there is not
Yeah.
crispy.
Whoa, okay.
Okay,
So it's more
okay.
like a slice of ham?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like smaller ham steaks. Jacqueline, I'll send you a link to the ones that I got. I would recommend them. I liked them. Overall, the food was decent.
Right on.
We went out a handful of times. My aunt was a fantastic host and made us dinner. Just made us meals several times. Discovered the difference between quality eggs and the eggs that I buy. There's a difference, and you can taste it.
Like she went out and picked him up out of a nest, or
Like Dublin's a major city, right?
no, I meant like, does she have chickens? You
No, she
said like
doesn't-
quality. Like I was
she
meaning like,
doesn't
did she
have
go out and
chickens.
get him? I wasn't implying that Dublin is the major city. I understand that.
No, we're just like casually implying that Ireland is third world.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not in the Olympics by themselves.
There's also like only 5 million of them total.
Yeah, how are they still like, how's the English situation over there? It's like,
They speak
still
it.
bad, right?
You mean the British Empire versus
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Republic of Ireland?
Yeah, how's that going? It's like,
All right, so here's kind of a cool thing.
did you wear your like not English t-shirt?
I turned it inside out. On the inside is a Canadian t-shirt. I'm not gonna wear an American t-shirt.
I wouldn't either. Fuck that.
So the tour guide for the bus that took us from Callaway through Dungwire.
What
some
was
other
their name?
place.
Okay.
His name is Panther.
What?
Like Panther, but
But with
instead
a-
of an N, it's a D. So
Okay.
it's Panther. I have
Panther
no choice.
O'Brien?
I had no choice but to pop the mic when I say his name. Panther, yes.
Panther.
Panther.
Do his friends just call him Pad? I hope
I don't
so.
know. I didn't meet any of his friends. He was a cool dude, kind of kind a little bohemian, like a little bit of a whatever an Irish hippie is. But very cool guy. Definitely someone who this guy like reads Irish history in his spare time. He definitely seemed to know his shit. And wasn't just like reciting it like a script. So he was telling us the history of Ireland and of specific places and stuff like that. And although my entire week was woefully devoid of like fairy folk talk and like all of the kind of magic of Ireland,
Yeah.
he kind of broke down the general vibe for Ireland throughout history was if you go to Ireland and you meet them at their level, and you show kindness in sharing what you have, Christianity, into what they're doing, paganism, things are going to be okay. It's when you come in there and tell them what to do, they really hate that, and that's when they get real fighty.
I feel like it's everyone.
Yeah, I was like,
It's not. I mean, it's not everyone, but the fact that in the picture that he painted, which I don't think all the Celts were like, Jesus, huh? All right, we'll fuck off with all these other many spiritual things we believe in, and we're just gonna take yours on and make a few changes.
Jesus has horns.
Jesus says, "Oh, we can keep Halloween. Cool. All right, yeah, we'll do this Christianity." But they just seem to be like maybe a little extra chill about taking on Christianity, embracing it so much. But like what you were saying about like the English versus the Republic of Ireland, I always actually thought that was more of a Protestant versus Catholicism thing, when it's not. It
Yeah.
is the Republic of Ireland against the British Empire, and the hundreds of years that the British Empire was really like, give us more of what you got, for just every day for their entire rule until like 1920.
There's a whole song about it. Did you see their house?
No.
Oh, they don't have like a U2 tour.
It's called the U Tour.
No. Excuse me. I generally try to avoid touristy things. Like there are like,
Says man in Dublin.
You went and looked at a fucking book.
yeah.
You went to the goddamn cliffs.
Yes, that's fucking touristy.
I didn't do like the Walk of Fame or like tacky shit like that.
Okay, calm down, Mr. like fucking world traveler here.
Been out the country once, now he's like refined.
He's like,
I
don't do the tacky things.
I would have said the same thing last year. My mom constantly was asking, well, what do you want to do in Dublin? What do you want to do in Dublin? Like, we're gonna go to the cliffs and we're gonna go see this old ass book. What do you want to do? I'm like, I just want to like cruise Dublin. Like, I just want to like eat in a dive and like hang out with people. There's no like thing I could think of that I want to see. I want to experience the culture directly.
You want to go where the people are. You want to assimilate, if
I
only
want to
for
have
a
some
couple days.
Irish stew.
Did you have the stew?
I did.
How was it?
Okay.
Man.
My mom had a better stew at a different place. What I had was a shit ton of mutton in a broth of some kind, and like a beef broth. It was okay. I am a fan of an Irish breakfast. That was pretty sweet.
Those are nice.
What's
tried,
Irish breakfast?
2 eggs, 2 bacon, 2 sausages, 2 different kinds of blood pudding, toast, and I think there's another thing in there I'm forgetting. Oh, beans.
Yeah,
they like their sweet beans in the morning.
Some of that sounds good.
I can't get down on the blood pudding. I've had it and I was just like, no. Same with like the English breakfast when they do the black pudding.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I'm just like, this is disgusting.
The black pudding wasn't as good as the not black pudding. The
Jordan,
Caucasian
stop.
pudding. I don't know what to call it. And I didn't know what to. I like before this week. I'd never even seen blood pudding. I had no idea what it was. In my head, it was some kind of like super congealed sausage of like blood. Like I really could only think of it as literally as I could. And when I got it, I thought it was just like I thought it was a weird hash brown. I thought it was just a different kind of hash brown. It looks more like that than it does anything that you would assume blood would do.
Jackie, that's the least appealing way you could describe anything ever.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Blood pudding is basically oatmeal sausage. No, she's not wrong.
No, she's not
at
wrong.
all.
Yeah.
But yeah, the blood pudding, the lighter one, was like, I mean, I wouldn't say it was delicious, but it was definitely like, oh, this is cool. I like this. This is fine. I'll eat this on my plate whenever. The black pudding was like, nah, this is less flavorful, which is strange.
Yeah, I don't
for
like it.
Black things.
Yeah.
I like mostly the like 1.5 second delay to that.
I had to work it through my brain. Yeah, it's been a long day here. It's just like...
Yeah, like there wasn't like a specific Irish food to have. That's
it's called Guinness.
Guinness. That's Guinness.
The best food.
Yeah, I love it. Your Instagram post had a Guinness in Ireland. ... Still don't like it.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing about that.
Oh, tell us, old world traveler.
We're finally gonna get to the firework factory, okay, Leland? On Saturday, I went to or we all went to the Guinness factory where all Guinness comes from. Which was like the Disneyest fucking place I'd ever seen.
Guinness Land.
Holy shit. It is designed like a theme park.
Nice.
It is bright and colorful. It had a huge fucking gift shop that you walk into and through to get in and out, as a proper gift shop does.
Oh, did you get to meet Guinea, the talking pint?
That's offensive, sir. No. Although I did see a whole section of like old advertisements, and I was looking through it. I'm like, I know it does. I know it's not here, but I assume it must have existed at some point. But like the really racist advertisement that they must have had because everyone did back then.
Oh, kind of like beat your wife thing. Have a Guinness when you get home. It's like one of those kind of things.
I was
beat her
hoping
outside the house.
Yeah, you don't want to bring that inside.
I was really like looking for like the blackface character or the equivalent of. I'm like, something just terrible. But this place is so polished that if it existed, it absolutely was not going to see the light of day again.
Well, yeah, they had to get rid of Black Matt. Like,
so the Guinness factory tour, which is its own building, you're not even near any of the actual stuff going on.
Well, of course not. They don't want you to touch it.
is one of the tallest buildings in Dublin, because the very top is this big open glass walled bar.
Is it just a giant pint?
No,
that's the building.
the tallest building in Dublin, all 10 stories of it.
But like it's a tour. It was very much like, this is how we find only the hoppiest hops and the barleyest barleys. This is how we roast the barley at this much to be just before catching on fire, but any less than it wouldn't be as good.
And then old man Flanagan has to spit just enough into the broth to give it that extra oomph.
The Finnegan family have been a part of the Guinness story since the beginning.
I know you're kidding, and I know you were probably bored out of your fucking mind, but this sounds amazing.
I'd love to go here, honestly.
Like, when I went to the Jack Daniel's distillery in Tennessee, I was like the number one pupil in the group. They were asking, I was like, I got this.
It's not boring. It's just like, I laughed out loud to nobody of like, my God, the spectacle that you have made this process is like just consumerism and capitalism, like at its shiniest.
Yeah, they Disney-fied it. That's the best way to describe it.
Yeah, like that's what I really kind of enjoyed. Like everything about learning how to make beer
Yeah.
was so flashy. And I'm like, this process is slow and boring.
Yeah.
Like, if you didn't get alcohol at the end of this, nobody would do it.
So what did you buy me and Jordan in the Guinness gift shop?
You'll just have to find out when I see you in October.
So that's nothing, right? He's just
it's like nothing.
He's just gonna give us store-bought Guinness.
You give me a Guinness in a bottle or a can, I will throw it back at you.
Nah, not drink it.
I won't.
I like
No,
Guinness.
you don't have to ruin it. It was a joke.
We were
It was a
kidding.
joke.
We were kidding.
I don't know what the fuck that was, but that's fine.
I think Jordan knows what he saw.
I think I know what I saw.
Looked like a
Twice.
thermos. Wait, did you bring us a thermos of Guinness that's going to last 2 months?
I did.
When we get it, it's still ice cold.
Okay, so here's the thing I learned. Here's the most important thing I learned about Guinness while on the Guinness tour.
They drink it warm.
No, actually,
Gross.
all the Guinness, like
That might
all
be
the Guinness that
Scotland.
was served was, even the lager I had. Everything I had was cold. Every drink I had was cold. Which
Yeah.
every meal I had outside of the house, just had a drink because that clearly seemed to be just normal.
Plus, you're on vacation.
You're on vacation.
Sure, but not everyone else was.
Don't matter.
They live a hardy life.
Yeah.
Let them enjoy it.
They
It's
sleep on
cold.
plywood and blankets.
It's
Let them
cold
drink.
95% of the year. It's 79 degrees and they're having a heat wave. Let
Yeah.
them enjoy their fucking beer.
People are. Jimmy Carr is passed out. It's so hot.
So
Impressed
I
with all
learned,
the Irish celebrities that you know that are talk show hosts. I'm really impressed with that tonight.
I watch a lot of clips from British TV shows. That's a lot of
I
Irish
love the
people on
BBC.
it.
Like, no, any show where there's an accent and there's a murder to solve, I'm in.
Yeah.
Look, I don't care.
So I learned that I've been drinking Guinness wrong since day one,
Out of a can or a bottle? Yes.
altogether. I towards like after all the tour of the making of, they take you into the white room where you go over like, smell this. This is this main ingredient. Smell this. This is this main ingredient. And then we go into the tasting room.
Is it like a Willy Wonka situation at this
That
point?
one, absolutely. It is
Come
literally
with me, and you'll be in a world of pure inebriation. You'll be tanked like the whole Irish nation.
I'm sorry if any Irish people somehow caught on to this podcast.
That's
By
a,
my
that,
presence.
that is a Family Guy reference. All right.
And they are Irish.
His name is Seth
Yeah, it-
MacFarlane.
It was very much a Wonka room.
Yeah.
Correct.
It was just white top to bottom,
People floating
bright,
up there.
like lights. It had 4 white pillars with mist coming out of them, and you would go to and smell the mist, and the mist was scented. To
Ooh.
Did
be
you
like,
join a cult?
I did not.
It sounds like he did. Did you meet Ezra Miller? Because they start a lot of cults.
Nah, you know what? Never mind.
So in the tasting room, they explained how to drink a Guinness, which I would have thought was self-explanatory. You put it in your mouth and you let nature just do the work for you. I realized because it is that's how you drink everything, Beck.
Beck coming in anus first.
The line for the butt chug was so long. As with anything that you're a little apprehensive about, like you take it in a very small portion. And so with a Guinness, which was one of the first handful of beers I ever tried, never liked it. And every time I try and check in again to see if maybe I've developed new taste buds, I've always been trepidatious about taking a sip.
Hmm.
And I learned that's where that's a major part of fucking up when drinking a Guinness. You got to get through the head to get to that dark goodness underneath, because the top is extra bitter. The foam is extra bitter, and that's always been a big complaint of mine about not enjoying a Guinness, is it tastes way too bitter. So they give you a little small glass. We all cheers together after being explained. Push through that bitch, and I tasted a Guinness maybe for the first time at that point. I still didn't like it,
Yep, there it is.
but it was better. I'm like, oh, I kind of see what people like about this now.
I guess I'm kind of glad that I've been drinking Guinness right all these years.
Yep, same here. Granted, I just like stout beers, so
Yeah, I do too.
It's an entire flavor
stouts and
profile I
whiskey.
don't like.
That's the kind of guy
Yeah.
I am.
It's an entire flavor profile I do not enjoy at all.
Yeah.
So I've always been like, just get a sip. I'm like, nope, still don't like it. And granted, like once I thought about it, I'm like, yeah, like probably every one of those sips had a lot of foam to it.
Yeah.
And that was fucking things up for me. I think I could maybe, now that I know a little better, which is weird that I had to learn. I mean, no one's going to teach me, but it's weird that it's not like everything else.
Well, do you like black? Have you tried a black and tan?
I have not.
Those are good because you
Yeah.
get the other beer with
Yeah, because you're
it.
cutting it with a lager.
Yeah,
Mississippi
yeah.
mud, baby.
I think if I had to, I could nurse a Guinness to the bottom now at this point. I still don't see a reason why. But,
Progress.
but the tour ends in that big top floor window walled room I mentioned there before, so you can
Ooh,
really
snake bites.
look
Yeah.
around and see all of Dublin and get a bunch of photos, which I did from about 10 feet from the wall, because there ain't no way I'm getting close to that. I'm way too high up, and very uncomfortable. But yeah, that's how I spent my birthday.
That's nice.
That sounds awesome.
I mentioned previously I was going to skip over to London. I canceled those plans because that just got more and more complicated, and the window of success of pulling it off got narrower and narrower. I thought it'd be like just jumping like on a plane and going to Vegas. Like, all right, maybe I land in Vegas and I like go 20 minutes to the edge of like Vegas.
No.
No. I would have had to taken an hour and a half bus ride from London to Colchester, which I guess is still in the London area, but is not London and not anywhere you would land. So to make it back primarily was just, if anything goes wrong, then I'm not getting home that day. So I canceled it altogether, which was a bummer, but it really came down to, I was only really going to get like less than 18 hours of time to spend.
Yeah.
And
You don't want to rush that.
No.
Yeah, it just didn't seem worth it at a point, and all the stress of trying to make it work, and then the possible stress of, hoping everything works out once I'm already there. I changed my mind. I told my buddy, hey man, I got my passport now. The taboo of international travel is gone. I'll be back out here in like a year or two or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's not,
LRC does London.
But overall, super fucking cool. Like, I mean, it's not like Ireland needs anyone to sell it. Like everyone, I think given the opportunity, lots of people would just go. But what I really like the most, back to like the beginning, is the vibe there is super chill. I think for the San Diego locals, how North Park is like my favorite place to live because it is so walkable. It is much more chill than like our actual downtown. If you just like took North Park and South Park and like those little areas and just like built up a couple stories, it's very similar to what Dublin was.
Okay.
Like it's a very walkable city.
Yeah.
It's very vibrant. Only at one point did I ever see any kind of like shenanigans. And that's when a man threw a shoe.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about this today. Yes.
So last Irish story I have. On Sunday, I wanted to see how my Irish counterparts lived. So
Yeah.
I went down.
Podcasters?
Me and my aunt, no. Me and my aunt, we went back down into downtown Dublin because I wanted to check out a game store. I was kind of hoping they'd be like maybe like some Shamrock dice, or some kind of like knickknack that I would want, and also kind of commemorate the trip because I don't want to buy like something dumb. And then we were just like walking around downtown, and as I'm waiting for the bus, for a while, hey, Steph.
Hi, Steph.
Hello.
Hi, Steph.
Hi.
Everyone,
Hi.
adjust your sound accordingly.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. This
Oh man!
You just missed it, Steph.
I know. I didn't. Today's been a day, but it's
That's fine,
fine.
Steph. You're gonna hear the last story about my Ireland trip. The story of how a man threw a shoe.
do we have to clap in?
At you?
Steph?
Huh?
No, not at me. No, I'm just gonna just send me the Twitch
Okay.
audio
Yeah.
if you wouldn't mind.
This is
Okay.
Whenever.
so
Yeah, I can do that.
sweaty.
Like we're so deep
Bangs
into it at this
bothering
point, I
me.
don't want to
Okay.
go back.
That's fair.
All right, so I'm downtown. We hit the game shop, we hit the gift shop, we hit the mall. I stocked up on a bunch of different snacks and treats
Nice.
that I'd never seen before that seemed fun.
Yeah, you got a hat.
I got my hit. And so we were waiting for the bus for a while, and it's getting annoying for some reason. This bus is taking forever. All the other bus rides went very smooth. The bus has Wi-Fi. I don't know if our buses do. I don't take our buses, but like for not having any cell service, like you guys know, I was still fairly connected because a lot of places just had free Wi-Fi.
Dope.
Which
That's nice.
I don't
That's a good
know.
thing.
Yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily
That's
the same out
helpful.
here because I've never needed it. But I was certainly happy and surprised to see it. So I'm waiting where it's been like 15-20 minutes waiting at this bus stop, and I hear some yelling from
Is it
kind of
just
my.
you?
No, it's me and my aunt and like
Oh, okay.
8 to 10 other people. We're all waiting for buses. It is a multiple bus stop, so some people are cycling in and out, but there are a bunch of people who are all getting frustrated that the 123 is running very late. And so I hear some commotion off behind me and to the right. And the sidewalks are very wide, especially here in this part of Dublin. So like it just accommodates a lot of foot traffic. So I'm hearing a commotion, and so I'm looking over, and I look over just in time to see a dude pick up a shoe off the ground and huck that motherfucker, just yeeting it down the street on a very busy sidewalk, and it flies 20 feet, 25
Far.
feet,
Yeah.
a good distance for a shoe.
Yeah, just chucked it.
And it lands next to not its intended target, but a dude, his stroller, and like his 1 or 2 kids that he had around.
Oh God.
And I think possibly, if not for the fact that he didn't seem to have anyone else to parent with him in that moment,
Oh no.
it may have elevated because he got real pissed that this shoe landed like
Well,
feet away from him.
well, yeah.
I get it.
It's a shoe that was thrown into the air.
Yeah. with just reckless abandon.
Yeah.
I still can't
And-
get over the fact that it wasn't his shoe. He just found a
Icon.
shoe.
No, so this guy who is still yelling at whomever
Yeah.
who is like somewhere passing us. I never saw the target. I can never pick that out. I got a little too focused on the aggressor throwing shoes.
Fair.
Because I'm waiting to see like, because I will join Dad here if this shit like pops off. Because that is an incredibly fucking stupid and fucked up thing to do. To just huck a shoe into fucking public like that. What an asshole fucking move.
It is.
If
Yeah.
this
Yeah, that's you don't.
Honestly,
if this shoe guy is gonna have an attitude, then fuck him. Like he deserves to get a punch in the nose.
I feel
What
like
was
if
he
I'm
yelling?
chucking a shoe in the air, it's in an area that I know it won't harm others or
Sure.
damage
They
something
throw
in
it
the
into
process.
a field,
Yeah.
something like that. Not like I have to assume like there was some level of intoxication because like who the
Yeah.
fuck thinks they have the accuracy with a shoe to hit the
Yeah, it could
single
go
person
anywhere.
that they want to hit amongst 30 other people around that person? So so the guy like starts walking up to retrieve his own shoe because now I can see he's walking a little funny. I don't know why his shoe wasn't on his foot, but it wasn't. It was 20 feet next to Dad.
Oh, so that's the shoe that was
That's
thrown.
where the shoe originally came from, his foot.
Yeah.
don't-
Jordan,
Okay.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't think I've ever been so mad that I decided to take off my own shoe and,
And
throw
it
it.
at something?
now,
I mean,
now
3
what if,
Guinnesses in, who knows what you're gonna do?
now what
Nothing.
if, what if for some reason, maybe like your shoe, you wear your shoes real loose and it was already off for some reason, whatever reason, make up a reason.
I'm
your shoe is
outside?
already,
Not
Yeah.
happening.
your shoe is already off for some unknown reason.
God damn it,
Would you
Corm.
throw it?
No, I wouldn't.
Because that's the reasonable fucking thing to do.
I also wouldn't like break something of my own if I'm angry about something. That doesn't make any
Oh, I've
sense
done
to
that.
me.
I'll admit that, and then I regretted it immediately after it did it. It
Yeah.
happened.
Fair, yeah. So this guy comes up to Dad to retrieve his shoe because he needs the matching set. And he comes up with like this weird bravado. Not like just the littlest smallest bit of remorse for throwing the shoe and missing his target.
Yeah.
Because he's got to get into like attack of opportunity range of Dad here to retrieve his shoe and get away. Like they end up very close to each other, and this guy who is of a Middle Eastern descent, based off of like his skin and just general facial features and whatnot.
Okay, now it makes more sense why he threw a shoe.
But his entire attitude is like, I wasn't trying to throw at you. I was trying to throw at this guy, this fucking guy. I couldn't hear very well because it's far enough in the streets, loud enough. I can't catch the whole conversation. But I observe from his body language is like, you get it, this fucking guy. I had to throw a shoe. And like me and Dad have like connected eyes several times during all this, and just without words, crossing international borders, we both are saying the same thing. This fucking guy. What the fuck?
But did you make it to a game store?
I did make it to a game store.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, this all happens after the game store.
But what'd you get at the game store?
Nothing.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
pretty-
there was nothing that
pretty
really like
quick.
stood out. They had a really weak ass dice section, which would have been like. the
Did
thing I
you
would've gotten.
expect them to have a better one?
It's a game store. Yeah, I did honestly.
I mean, maybe they just all make their own there.
There was a lot of crazy dice at Comic-Con, stuff that I've never seen before.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the metal ones that are like like the
Yeah.
screen metal sheet ones. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Dice are rad.
Yeah.
No, this store seemed to be more focused on board games and card games than
Ah.
role playing games. So, is what it is. I still saw how the other half live.
I was hoping maybe you found like a, I don't know, magic bag of dice or something. I don't know.
It's kind of what I was hoping for. Something kind of
You have to go to the other
campy
store.
or cheesy. Yeah, something kind of cheesy. I could have like bought and be like, oh, here's my Shamrock dice bag. Like,
No, I meant
Oh.
like a fucking physical magic bag of dice that gave you 3 wishes. It's like,
He'd have to go into the back alley of Dublin and then find like a
you find his name is 3 wishes, and you don't fuck with him. It's like,
What's
he
the
fucks you.
equivalency to the dollar there?
that's
Euro.
that's
More expensive? Is the
Uh,
euros more
no,
expensive?
it's almost the same.
Yeah, it's
There's
just
like
about
a
even.
3-4 cents difference on the dollar.
Deaf, it's sickles
Oh.
and galleons. Get
yeah,
it right.
yeah. The euro has depreciated in value a lot.
Oh. Oh man.
We just had a customer go to Greece, and they said
Ooh.
that their economy is
Oh, it's
back
getting
up
better.
to. They
It
said they
couldn't
had
get
a,
much lower.
yeah, that's
that-
true. But he
that
said
whole
they had a
country
great
nearly
time.
folded.
Yeah, him and his wife, like they
Oh,
fucking
good.
they lived it up for a
Goals.
whole 7 days. They were living their Hercules fantasies, going on top of the history and eating feta and everything. They said feta comes with things that you don't think feta needs to be on, but it's
Shoes
there. Shoes. There's a lot of sandals there.
with feta on top.
I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Right?
I was looking at his photo because we're friends on Facebook, and I was like, "Oh, damn, this looked like a real nice trip."
I'd go to Greece
Yeah,
for
I've
sure.
Yeah,
always
I would
Yeah.
definitely go to Greece. I know that's
Yeah.
on Steph's like bucket list, like where she
Oh,
really
Yeah, it's on
wants
my
to go.
bucket list.
Greece would be
That and
amazing.
Japan. I want to go
Like when
both.
when
Yeah, I like their
was it maybe
jackets.
5 years ago? Like Greece was just like in the middle of like a fucking terrible situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I felt bummed. Like fuck. Like that's one of like the oldest nations and cultures that we have on kind of recorded history. It seems like it'd be a real loss if like Greece just, I don't know what happens to a country when it's just
Not
out
Going
of
good.
everything, like when it just completely collapses.
Greece, brought to you
Do
by
they-
Disney.
Do they yard sale like the columns? I don't know what happens to it.
You
But
see
they
Zeus
do-
out
gonna
there
happen
wearing
to
wearing a
Afghanistan, I
gray
guess.
tunic, just like I'm selling lightning bolts.
They
wow.
they showed I saw Trevor's pictures of him and his wife on the Parthenon, and I was like, how wild is that? He goes, it's weird because you can still just go touch it. He's just like, here it is. He's like, that's 4,000 years old.
I'm gonna put my
They
butt
got
on
so
that.
much
This-
history.
He was like, this has had blood on it. This is like,
Who did I
you can
I
still
talked
see
to
it in the
someone
grooves.
recently? Maybe it was Sarah and Shane, I forget, but someone told me like when they went on their Europe trip, they went to some place where it had like some kind of like holy or like sacred like statue of some sort, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think you're supposed to like touch its feet or whatever. Like it's one of those things. Like I don't know. It's some holy
Yeah.
person, and you touch the statue. But
Probably like a saint or maybe Jesus.
yeah,
Oh.
so that statue has been like touched by so many people that the indentation of the foot grooved in
Oh yeah,
from
yeah.
just like
yeah.
all.
It's like a
There's
witching
a
Everyone
lot
rod.
of stuff
touching
like
it.
that.
And I was
Yeah.
like, whoa,
Yeah.
that's so weird.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was bizarre to me.
I would just
'Cause I
like
was
to know
just-
what it feels like to have that Grecian marble on my butt. Like that'd be cool.
And compare it to the
And-
Irish castle
castle, yeah.
stonework.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Jeff, earlier in the show, Jordan expressed interest to go to a castle and put his bare ass on a castle wall. Anthony disagrees with this. I'm in agreement. I'll do it too. Where do you fall? Do you want to put your bare butt on a castle?
Like the inside of a castle or the
Yes.
outside?
No,
of a
the
castle?
inside of a castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like
No,
what specifically on the castle are you touching it? It has
Your
to be like a
butt-
brick wall.
Just a wall.
Your
Yeah,
butt.
brick
wall.
wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheeks on castle wall. Big ass
Can
stone.
you do that at Hearst Castle?
A castle, Steph, a real castle.
That's just a big house.
Hearst Castle's not a real castle?
I mean, it's a castle in size, but it's just a real big house.
It's just a mansion.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Also,
why not?
Shamrock.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt
green
me.
cocaine.
I don't think.
All right, so Anthony, you're still on
I
lookout.
would do it.
The three, our butts are going on walls.
Well,
Got it.
I would try it. I mean, I don't know what benefit I would get. Like, I did it. I did it, guys. Like,
These two knuckleheads seem to have like a draw to this idea. Like they are compelled. If we go and they see a castle, we're going to have to.
we're all
Like,
gonna put our butts on it.
Just think about
The
think
three
about
of
this.
y'all.
Think about this. Think about
You'll
this.
do it because
everyone-
the group is doing it.
Yeah.
It's a fun fucking photo.
Everyone close your eyes,
Hold
right?
peer pressure.
Everyone close your eyes.
Okay,
And
my eyes are
It's a
closed.
good core. Fucking do it.
And picture this. We
Mhm.
are standing outside of the
The only
Colosseum, right?
Okay.
Ah.
Everyone
Okay.
close their eyes. We're standing outside
Got
the
it.
Colosseum.
Your eyes aren't closed.
I'm telling the goddamn story. We're
That's
standing
true.
outside the Colosseum, right?
Mhm.
There's people like doing their things by the
Chuck
Colosseum.
Norris and Bruce Lee fighting.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you see La Rancha over there, like just stabbed into metal bars,
Hats everywhere.
and then you slowly pan down,
Uh-huh.
and my ass is just on the side of the Colosseum.
I don't
Whole
like it.
ass, both cheeks
I don't like
planted
it.
on the Colosseum. And then from
You get a
that
pebble in
day,
your butt.
that day forward, every time you see a picture of the Colosseum, you get
We'll
the
think of your
thought,
butt.
Jordan's butt has been on that.
This is how you mark the Colosseum.
Yes. Like, can you
Look, let's be
imagine my
honest,
Twitter
worse-
bio after I do this?
Yeah, worth 67 camels and touched
My
my butt
butt
to a
touched.
castle.
Yeah.
And the
touched my-
butt-
yeah.
My butt touched the Colosseum.
I mean, can you get in trouble for that?
Yeah,
Probably.
probably.
Yeah, that's why
I'm
Anthony is
sure-
the lookout.
I'm
It's
sure
true.
at the very least it's very looked down upon.
Just blame it on the Guinness.
Look, I know this sounds ridiculous, but I'm dead serious about this.
I mean, I know that, which means if it
No, yeah, no,
I
like
guess-
I know the exact point we could have pulled this off
See?
in Ireland.
Yep.
I know the exact point where I was unsupervised enough that I could have rubbed
Drop
my
trial?
butt, rubbed my bare butt. How far down are you going? I'm curious.
Well, I'm just doing a little, just enough
I'm-
for the butt to hang out. Like,
Yeah, I
there's,
thought it was
Again,
just like the
down-
upper butt
Yeah.
cheek.
down to
yeah.
the crease.
yeah.
Are we getting full cheek?
If I had time, ankles.
Right.
But I mean, depending on how busy, I could have got you down to ankles, but at the very least, I can get you down to the crease, and you can do a little shimmy against the wall. You know,
full
then
cheek or nothing, Anthony.
pull it up. Hey, if you get to the crease, you're at
I
full
want
cheek.
I want to have dust in my underwear. That's how much.
Yeah, I was like, what if
Ass
you
is
get like
on
the
the
little
wall.
pebbles?
Okay, I don't want
Or,
that
like,
much ass.
A little bit of grit, like somewhere in your.
Steph, I'm not
undies, like-
scooping my ass on the on the ground. I'm not trying to
I mean, I'm
damage
sure
the
you can
walls with my
press-
ass.
I'm sure you can press your cheeks and still get like a tiny little piece of grit. I'm sure that's possible. Have you ever fell down and then had your
Right.
hand touch
I
the ground
dust
and
my
then you're
ass
just like,
off before I pull my pants up.
you dust shit off?
That
Yeah.
seems.
Scoop it for a souvenir.
Just get in there, clench, and see what you can come back with.
Take as much as you can.
Yeah,
Jesus
Trying to
Christ.
take a piece of what the Celts never could.
Okay, Jordan, I'm gonna send you a photo. I'm glad
Lord.
Steph's here because I wanted to work with this photo tonight. So I'm gonna put it on the Facebook.
All right.
So, has anyone? Okay, so we went to the 99-cent store the other day.
Mhm.
And I was thrown off by the Lunchables in the freezer department. Yeah, hold on. Would you say Lunchables has a mascot?
Lenny.
I
Lenny
don't
the Lunchable.
recall.
No, I don't know.
Okay,
I don't recall. I don't
put
think
the
so.
picture in the disc or in the chat, and you can share it on the other thing. Why? Why is that its thing? It's a duckbill platypus, like a CG'd smiling one.
With the
like-
thumbs up?
Yeah, with a thumbs up. When you think Lunchables, duckbill platypuses, anybody?
No.
Oh yeah, that's obviously the first thing I think about when I see a
Yeah.
Lunchable. A duck
Why
bill
is it?
platypus.
Why is it so strong?
Yeah, he's
It's
buff,
strong
right?
arm.
It
All right,
looks so
here you go, chat.
strong.
That's
Now
that is
Who is?
I don't know if I'd say that's its mascot, but that's definitely the choice of advertising for
Yeah,
it.
but look at the picture to the side of it
Next-
of the
yeah,
of the
next to it.
sexy rabbit.
It's got a rabbit. Looks like he's presenting to the duckbill platypus.
I didn't see that till
There's
right now.
two. There's two mascots. It's what is it? Is that how? I've never seen animatronics
Anthropomorphic.
like actually like written out, but it's
I
called
think you're still not.
Creature FX ANLMATRONIC.
animatronic.
Okay, no, you
Okay,
were.
yeah. So Legacy built two of Lunchable's most famous and unique animal mascots: the platypus and the jackalope.
They
That's
built
what
the
we're seeing.
jackalope.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
Yeah,
look at
I
its
see it
fucking
now.
face. Its fucking smirk is
Yeah, no.
ridiculous.
yeah. I
But
see it right next to
why?
this buff ass fucking platypus.
But like, why though?
I don't know, but
Huh.
they both got their thumbs up. Hold on.
I saw that and I was just like, huh.
What the fuck is this?
Okay, I that's a thing that I have to share on the podcast immediately. I was like,
Wow.
yeah.
That's so
That
weird.
is very, very odd.
Oh, I
He's
had
so
a
strong.
random
Yeah, he's
question.
a strong ass
Oh.
platypus.
Yeah, that's not that. I kind of can't get over the fact that like his body is just so strong.
That's the rock of platypuses.
Okay, let's see this
Like
one.
he looks like he would be like hurling tree trunks over like high bars, and they call him Magnus.
Magnus the platypus.
Magnus.
Yeah, Magnus the
platypus.
platypus.
I hate it.
Yeah, I mean I'm not a fan.
I have a question because I don't know if this is a thing, but I noticed it on the way driving to El Cajon today.
Yeah.
So I was on the 52 going east, and right when you get over the bridge, to get into Santee, right? You know that bridge that you guys have mentioned is really tall.
The one that you always think about driving off of.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
one.
ever think anything about
Oh.
that when I drive there. I think
Mm,
about that on
yeah,
the Coronado
me-
Bridge,
me-
not
yeah,
that.
me neither.
That's a good one, Anthony.
JK.
The Coronado Bridge is like, dude, what if this thing fell? When I'm there, I don't even realize it's that tall at all when I go there. That's why when you guys pointed it out, I never noticed it. But on the way driving today, this caught my attention because I don't know what the purpose of it for, and I'll tell you what I thought it was for. So along that bridge, there is telephone wires that go across the bridge, right? For whatever reason, they added nets, like a net that goes from one side directly to the other side of the telephone poles. And I was just like a fucking trapeze net. That's why I was confused. And I was like, why is this here? So my thought process was maybe birds were landing on the wire and then dying and then falling directly on cars, causing accidents.
Or to catch workers.
That makes more sense. To catch workers. Okay, I don't know how this works. It's the first time I've ever seen it. I was driving and I was like, I've never seen a net here. And I
It's-
just couldn't think of why it would be there.
It's actually to catch low flying UFOs.
Wait, I'm confused then. If it catches telephone workers, are they hanging by the wires?
Yes.
How
Like-
how else would the trapeze nets catch them?
Yeah, that.
Well, that's what I was confused. So they use it like a zip line?
Yeah,
That's
you
why
ever-
they're kind linemen.
I've never seen this happen. I didn't know
It's
this was a
'cause they're-
line of
It's
work.
because they're good at their job.
It's
I
true.
just thought they thread it in and then just keep pulling until it gets to where they need it to go. I didn't know they fucking zipline that shit.
Someone's got to be up at the top to attach it to the pole.
Wow. That's interesting.
They also
I gotta
have a
look into
little.
this.
They have a little backpack that has like a propeller that they can come up to
Mhm.
as well. Like,
Mm-hmm. I'm sure that's fantastic.
Kind of like
I didn't
Inspector
know that.
Gadget.
That blew my mind. Hold on.
That's all I was thinking of.
Yeah, I just thought that was so cool. That's all I have to share. I was amazed. I didn't know
hey
what it was.
Anthony,
Yeah.
we found out last show that September's next month, and we're ready not to swear. We were a little shocked at how soon that is.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm always ready.
So Jordan tried one of his beans last week because he did something. Do you say it was stale?
It was okay. So I grabbed a bean that I thought was a peach or vomit bean. Turns out it was a juicy pear, so equally disgusting. But yeah, it was so old that the color has degraded to the point that I could not
Ooh.
tell which one it was I was eating.
Do you still have beans?
Me?
Me
Yeah.
or
Yeah. I still got beans.
Oh, I mean, I threw those
I got-
things away on the last show of September.
I got
I didn't get new ones.
beans. I think
Yeah,
my beans
I
might
always
be
buy new
2 years
ones.
old.
There's
Yeah.
no way that those stay.
And
No,
look,
I'll buy new
since
ones.
since we said that on the podcast, guys, this is why I keep saying save your points.
Cool.
I should probably buy some fresh ones
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna
I
buy some
mean,
fresh ones.
just to ensure
Oh.
the
They
flavor
might have new
factor.
disgusting flavors this year.
I looked it up. No. Those
Oh.
nets are there to catch the lines in case something falls.
Yeah.
Like objects and shit.
Yeah.
I never knew that. I learned something today.
I like
I'm
your
excited.
explanation better though, Steph.
It just made sense. I
Catch
just
the
thought
dead
birds.
birds.
I'm sure there's
Well,
not
I
couple
just
catching
things.
thought
the
it
linemen?
caused accidents.
Look, no, I
'Cause it
like
was
I
just-
like your
Oh, okay.
your description way better.
Yeah.
Then someone's got to
just makes
clean the
sense to me.
nets.
That's
I
what the
mean,
telephone workers
yeah.
are for.
The linemen.
Yes.
No, they just pull it down and then they launch that shit in the air
They
and then it
sit
just goes wherever.
Well, then what's the point? If you're just gonna let the
I don't
fucking
know,
bodies hit the
slingshot it in
floor.
some other direction.
All right, drowning
That's
pool.
why they close the bridge, they slingshot it, and then, goes back
Close
to
the
nature.
bridge.
Right? That's how that works.
for our weekly bird chucking.
Did anyone check out that picture that Scott put in the chat? Because
Nope.
it's upsetting.
Oh, I did not.
I did.
I
That
make a
was
habit
funny.
of not clicking on links because I'm running the podcast.
Fair enough. When you do, it's the
Go on,
it's
slow
it's,
things
it's the
down.
jackalope and the platypus having a chat.
Okay,
Looks
so
like
it's a
they're-
good
they-
thing I'm not putting that on the screen.
Yeah, they look like maybe the actual animatronics that
Yeah.
Steph was referring to. I mean,
Go look.
decently well done.
Sure.
You can
all right.
find that in our
Yeah,
Not Safe for Work channel later today.
It's not
That's
dirty.
where it is. I was like, where is it?
They're just sitting on chairs.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what they're called now?
All right,
real,
Anthony, you're the one that's jet lagged. How long you want to
Yeah.
go with?
real quick, I just wanted to say something that was I thought was real funny. So on the flight out to Dublin, the one cool thing about flying is like the movies and shit are free now. So like,
Yeah.
cool. Thanks for the bone. I watched everything in anything and everything all at once.
Everything,
Yes.
everywhere, all at once.
Everything
All at
everywhere
once.
that was all at once on the plane, which fucking fantastic. I had no
Glad you liked
I-
it.
I had no thought that it wouldn't be great.
Jackie,
But I was
thank you so much
definitely-
for sharing.
But
Oh,
I was
thank you.
definitely knew I was watching an edited version. I can kind of see some of the cuts. And I can see where the frames were kind of zoomed in to omit something else in the frame that maybe wasn't cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm watching on the back of a headrest.
Yeah.
If it had nudity, then like there's other people right behind me.
But
there
I've
were-
always just seen nudity on whatever I'm watching on a plane.
on the headrest, and you just saw
Yeah.
just some straight up nudity,
Yeah.
or like the
That-
kid
that guy
behind
was
you.
watching
Like,
porn, Steph.
You could literally watch any like any R-rated, and I would just be like, when the sex scene happens, I see it happening. I just look over at the person next to me, like, well, this is.
Staring at
I
your
mean,
screen.
you know what I'm looking at. But I don't know. Maybe that was just on the Korean air flight, and that was okay.
Oh. No, there were some edits.
Oh wow.
But the two things, or the two scenes in particular, definitely needed to have some kind of editing done. One of them, where two men fight with butt plugs sticking out of their butts, so they had to
Yeah,
blur.
That
They had to
happened.
blur the butts.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
the
wow.
objects in said butts.
Yeah.
And I laughed. I'm like, that's funny. And then I thought, wait a minute, but you didn't blur out the other thing 10 minutes before. And that's when a girl is nunchucking with two giant dildos that were not blurred.
Well, because it's not inside a butt.
I guess, yeah, it's not inside of a thing. But it's definitely obviously a dildo.
Yeah.
Fingers.
They're just sausages. That's fine. They weren't dicks.
It was kind of implied.
It was a little implied, but they weren't dicks.
And now
I would
you
hate
understand
to be from-
Rakakuni.
Rakakuni was great.
Yeah.
So
That
many
was
Rakakuni
really-
cosplay
that was
at
really
Comic Con.
Yeah, there was
Of
a lot
course
at
there was.
Comic Con. Yeah.
That's awesome.
What else did you
Um,
watch?
I watched that, and I watched the Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Such a good movie.
It was fun. It was
I really
fun.
enjoyed
I
that.
dozed off a little bit. That's the Nick
that's
Cage
the Nick
one.
Cage one. Yeah,
Oh, the
Yeah.
Nick. Yeah, I had fun with that movie.
Yeah.
I dozed
Yeah.
off
That
a
was fun.
little in the middle, but it was okay.
Entirely self-aware.
Yeah. So yeah, there was that too. All right, let's get out of this, and we'll move out and hang out for some nights portions. But if you've enjoyed this ridiculous conversation, then please be following us on our social medias. That's how you stay up to date in the shenanigans that we are up to. You can find us on all the social medias by searching League of Ridiculous Conversations or at LORC Podcast.
Everybody drink some water or drink whatever you have
Alright.
near you.
Jackie's wasting her points.
Is it getting worse, Anthony?
Yeah, it's getting worse as it's cooling down.
Oh no.
Lightyear did not suck.
I did
Yeah,
not
it
watch
did.
it yet. I have
Sucks.
not watched it yet.
Boring as fuck.
It was fine. I have no
Oh.
idea like what the timeline was, but I'm pretty
They
sure
didn't
this
either.
movie. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this movie fucked it up.
Nah, best
So, yeah,
thing that
social-
movie offered was the cat.
Cat
Make a
was
whole
fun.
movie about that cat.
It'll be a short at some point.
Yeah, that cat was great.
At LORC Podcast on the social media things. You can catch this show as a podcast every following Monday after the Twitch stream at all the podcast places. Be sure to subscribe there. And if you are watching us on Twitch, either live or sometime after, thanks. Why don't you consider giving us a subscribe? September is always a really good time for the show as we get into No Swears September.
Yes.
And now that we are official, then
Affiliate.
the points same thing. Once the points you are accumulating will play a large factor into next month's shenanigans. So be sure, make sure you are up on our shows, which we have every Tuesday for the podcast, every Thursday for Co-op Thursdays. You'll find us hosting Jordan and Steph's adventures, and on Sunday the whole community gets together and we get into a bunch of fun large co-op and multiplayer games. You guys got you did a new game on Sunday?
Yeah, we tried
Yes,
Multiverse.
We played Multiverses on Sunday, which is fun.
Multiverses.
I
Better
really
than the
enjoyed that.
Nickelodeon bullshit we tried to
100%
play?
better than
Yes.
Nickelodeon All-Star Battle Royale.
Good.
Yeah.
All-Star
Good.
Brawl, I mean. Yeah. Multiverses is actually fun. And what they're doing is they're doing with the free-to-play version, they're rotating out different characters week to week.
Oh,
So
right on.
so last week
That's
we
a
had
cool way to
yeah,
do that.
Yeah, so last week we had access to Wonder Woman, Superman, Finn from Adventure Time, Garnet from Steven Universe, and Find Dog, which is a character made specifically for this game for multiplayer.
Rain
Rain Dog, yeah. And
now,
then,
Wonder Woman is always there because when you do the tutorial, she becomes a character.
Yeah,
you
she's
you
the
unlock
one.
Wonder
that you
Woman's
try.
always locked in there.
Yeah. So then
Right on.
the characters that are available this week is
There's
Batman, Arya Stark.
yeah.
I forgot the other two.
Jake, I think, was one of them.
Jake from Adventure Time, and yeah, I don't know who the fourth one is. But hey, if you haven't tried it, it's free to play and it's cross-platform, so it doesn't matter what platform you're on. You can play with us or with anyone else.
Did you see the picture for the next update? It has Black Adam and the evil gremlin on it.
Yeah, and Stripe, or is it Spike?
Yeah, I was like, nice.
yeah, yeah,
Right on.
I don't know. It's stupid, but I had a good time with it.
yeah. It's a fun game. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, Sundays, Twitch, always 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can find us twitch.tv/LORC podcast. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, Steph.
Yes.
You were here late, so you get to go first. Tell the people where to find you on the internet.
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch at Stephanoids. That's STPHUHNOIDS. I post stuff.
Any stuff recently worth mentioning?
I posted Tifa on my Instagram. I guess I never posted her actual photo, but she's like there. And then I have photo galleries coming up for like really old ones from Comic-Con and Evo coming up sometime soon. So
Where can we see those?
at pixelatedgeek.com.
Nice.
Remember that place?
Still exists. Still a
Yeah,
place.
still doing stuff.
Still exists.
Still
Yeah,
still
we're
has a
still doing stuff.
podcast and articles and reviews.
Yeah, still doing things.
Maybe one day
If-
I'll come back.
Get your geek news at pixelatedgeek.com.
Yeah.
Who we are not sponsored by.
No,
Who,
but it's okay.
who just got denied as we were talking for D23.
I mean, they
Don't
never
they-
accept
wait,
anyone for D23.
They
never
never
accepted
accepted
seems like a long
D23
shot.
though.
They never
I
did.
remember
you
that.
have to be
yeah.
like a mega conglomerate thing.
Yeah.
Or a dumbass YouTuber.
Mm,
But with 100,000
Yeah.
views.
Yeah, you need that.
And,
You need
and,
that
and who has
following.
to sign a lot of contracts.
Yeah.
oh, that too.
Yeah. The email was very like, we're so sorry. Unfortunately, we will not be able to accommodate the party of one this year. Oh, okay. Got it.
Buy a ticket like everyone else.
That's sold out.
Yeah.
Which he also
Probably
put in there.
so.
So sorry it's sold out. Like, okay.
Brag.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was like, all right, bitch.
Rude.
Jordan,
Yes, sir.
I assume you talked about Evo last week?
Sure did.
Yeah.
I asked
right on.
all the appropriate questions.
Ah, good. I look
Yep.
forward to editing that and hearing the episode. So after a couple wins and some losses, you're gonna get back into training mode.
Oh yeah, definitely. Going to Evo really did like relight the fire in me to play more fighting games. So it's good.
Nice. You gonna stream that action?
Probably at some point. Yeah. And if you guys like talking about fighting games and whatnot, why don't you come over and join me in the fighting in the fight club?
Fighting
Yeah, Fighting Words
fighting
channel
words.
over on our Discord. That's where right now it's currently like me, my buddy Artificial Ignorance, aka JJ, and Val are mostly talking about Guilty Gear stuff. But we're
Yeah.
open to anybody who wants to come and talk fighting games with us because we're open to a lot of fighting games. So
Sounds
And what
The
about
end.
just watching? What about just watching you on the internet in general?
well, you could watch me on the internet and on most social media platforms at Jordan is a Bear, twitch.tv/Jordan is a Bear. Last week I was running all the LRC stuff from my personal channel, twitch.tv/Jordan is a Bear. So go there, watch my stuff or not. It's cool.
Nah, just do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just lurk in on your boy over here.
Yeah, you should actually, because on Friday, I'm playing Bloodborne. I'm playing Bloodborne again, and it's so goddamn fun. I miss Bloodborne so much. Oh god,
Aw.
it's so good. You should watch the video. It's coming out on Friday, which is just the stream from last week, so you can see how to play Bloodborne.
Yeah, I'm real curious. I only know how to get my ass wrecked and then be lost in the underworld for 30 minutes.
Scott, if you think Blaze Blue is slow, you're not playing it correctly. Because Blaze Blue is a very fast game.
Leland,
Hmm.
Hi.
you're out there making beautiful artwork, enriching the world. How do the people see your stuff?
You can check me out at Leland Pierce Art on Instagram, and you can follow me at Mild Chuckles on Twitter. No art there though, just stuff. Working on Halloween, so not really drawing this month.
Are you drawing for Halloween?
Yeah, I'm drawing for Halloween.
Can
have
I
you-
make
Also-
a request?
Also, I'm on
Oh, what did we
I'm
this
on a
time?
17-day straight work week.
Oh.
So I am tired,
are
and the last
awful.
thing I want to do when I get home is draw. So I try to do a couple in the morning
fair.
if I can.
Yeah.
My next day off is when I drive to Vegas. So
Ooh,
Mm.
what if we were Halloween treats? Like somebody's a lollipop or a candy apple or a candy corn.
you mean
Or-
what I did last year?
Or it's just me pressing my butt against a giant pumpkin, a giant jack-o'-lantern.
Is
Okay,
your
Jordan
butt the
could be-
jack-o'-lantern?
It could be.
Oh, yeah.
No, remember, Steph? Jordan was a
Who was
blow
I?
pop. Anthony was
Oh, okay, yeah.
the candy corn. You were. I don't remember what the hell you were, but I knew I was a melty caramel apple.
Oh, okay. So then that's probably why I have the idea in my head because I've
What the f-
already seen it.
What the fuck was that? What would I make Steph into candy? Huh?
I would think cotton candy at first, but
Yeah, but it was all Halloween related.
yeah.
Yeah, what would be the
Beck beat you to it, Rovi.
equivalent of that?
Mm.
We'll
All
have
right,
to look
Anthony.
again.
Where can they find you?
I forgot to think of a thing. So if you want to find me, you can hit me up on the Twitter and the Instagram by searching at Spooky the 13th.
And
Well,
if you
you
want
know
to
he's-
see Anthony Shillelagh,
There it is. You know he's tired because he usually doesn't think of these things that yes.
If you want to be the cap on my head, right? That works. Because you have a cap on your head. Is that not a cap?
No, I mean that's a literal thing that's happening, but it's a terrible
Okay, bye.
innuendo. So until next week, I'm Anthony,
Bye.
and in alphabetical order we are,
Jordan.
Leland.
I'm wrong.
and we'll see you next week.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Oh, I don't have to stop anything this
You
time.
ain't
I have
gotta
nothing to
stop
record.
You ain't got.
You ain't gotta stop if you ain't never started.
Yeah. What did I watch? I watched The Gray Man. I liked it.
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
All right.
I,
It was a
I,
fun
Someone had-
time.
I,
Someone
I,
had to.
I really enjoy evil Chris Evans. He's fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Rovi, did you think his head was just weird this whole time?
Wow,
Or did you
Revi
just
showed
not
up
look
late.
at the screen until now? Either is acceptable.
He showed up late.
Yeah, but you've been on screen.
You know, it's also a great movie. Prey.
Yeah.
Ray is pretty great.
Oh, I felt really bad because I didn't give it the 100% attention it deserved. But I rewatched it sober and was like, "That was a great fucking movie."
Steph was straight out here saying it was fine. It was okay. It was all
It was
right.
No, I said it was all right. It was good. It was all right. It was enjoyable. And you're like, you fucking hated it. And I was like, no, I did not. Because I would say I hated it. Yesterday, and then I watched it the next day and was just like, I feel terrible for saying that it was all right. It was really good. There was some parts that I was just hung over. Like there are some parts that I was just stuck and couldn't get over, but I don't want to get into too much detail in case someone hasn't watched it in the chat.
Yes,
my
no
mom was
spoilers.
similar.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
spoilers.
My mom was similar, and she kept mentioning anytime the movie came up, she's like, "Yeah, I think it had a better beginning than an end." I'm like, "Well, like the beginning sets up the entire end. Like she fails everything in the first time, and then achieves everything on the way back. Like,
Character growth.
yeah,
My dad was as old man as possible with it.
Oh.
Oh.
He was just like, it was good. I liked all the blood. But, they had to make it all, the lady could do it now.
Aw. I
Oh
was like,
no.
dude, she was a
But how
fucking
he's smarting it?
badass.
He took it to like a
Fucking
historical thing. Where
badass.
he was just like, women in them tribes would never have been allowed to do that. I was just like, okay, well, you're not a
Oh.
historian, so
Also, did he watch the
Probably
movie?
not.
Because that
It was
was
like, probably
that was a
not
plot
true.
point.
yeah, it was like, look, he's old and simple. If there was a lot of blood, he's happy. It's like,
There's a
he
good
means
amount.
well.
Yeah.
He's like so surface on these things. There's no depth.
Mm.
Alien fight people. That's it. That's all he sees.
Yep.
It's
Robot.
like,
Yep.
okay. I was like, all right.
Well, no.
I was like
Oh,
trying to give him I was just like, well, you know what it's about? I was like, you know what?
So
We're good.
close to the point.
yeah.
Want to hear what I did yesterday at work that was real stupid?
What?
Mm.
What'd you do?
So, our Dropbox said it was full. So,
Okay.
our computer guy was like, "Big lizard, go boom." My the computer guy was like, "I'll go in and clean it up, but if you want to help out, you can." I was like, "Oh, cool." So I find the one file of things I do not know what they are, but they're all pictures. Like it's just all like photo files. And I was just like, why are these here? Why do I have 100 pictures of Kitty Pryde from like 2014? Like I
Research?
for what? Like, you know what I mean? Just like I don't know what this is. So I was just like, so I went through them one by one and I was just like, okay, these are not important, so delete. All right, move on. Make a long story short, come in, work the other day. So I have 3 folders that sit on my bar at the bottom. Those are the 3 most important folders that the entire computer needs. I don't give a shit about the computer, but if those 3 folders aren't there, nothing works right. Like I
Okay.
can't do the job
Yeah.
that I do without these folders. One of the folders was a question mark, as if the Riddler stopped by and left. And I was just like, well, that
Means
Time
it's
to
that's
solve
not
mystery.
good. I was like, that's
Yeah.
not good. So I called Brian. I was just like, hey, can you look at this? He's like, yeah, hold on. He's like, yeah, Cerebro's no longer there. And I was just like, well, that is bad. And it was one of those things where like I kind of looked around and like it was like that meme, the house is on fire.
Yeah.
And I was very scared. And then I went, this is fine. I don't care. There's nothing I can do about it. It's happened. Now I got to figure out how we do this without computers. All right, we'll do that. Good thing my old coworker who built this program, she named it Cerebro. Yes, so
Oh.
Cerebro is what we do all our stuff on. So we make a long story short. I know, too late. Time machine. Backs up every day. So he just found the picture that it took the day before and uploaded that. It was all good. So,
Good
okay.
practice to do.
Yes. So in talking after all was all good and said and done, I spoke to Brian. I was like, hey, other than me actually deleting something that needed to be in there, did I do anything wrong? He goes, no, other than the actual deletion, you were fine. He goes, but the fact that it was hidden in picture files with no label whatsoever is
Yeah.
not on you. He goes, that is just fucking stupid. He's like, if you're going to have a file program be the most important program that you have in your entire computer and you don't label it or put it somewhere that says do not delete,
Yeah, or just something
or
important.
just put that says Cerebro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of that was that. It was literally next to a picture pictures of like Jubilee and Kitty Pryde. And I was like, okay. So he put it back where it was, and I was laughing. He goes, yes, I would just stay out of there. I'm like, oh, no, bitch, I'm never going to the Dropbox again. Like,
Yeah.
this is like, as far as I know, that thing is, no, fuck that. So,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Well,
I had
at least it
about
was
30
everything
minutes where I
restored.
was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
You all bitches need to just come in and get your books. Nah, ain't no pool this week, baby.
It's all on the wall. Just take whatever.
Yeah. I was like, I don't care. Yeah. Anyway, that was interesting.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Always back up your files, kids.
Oh yeah, no, we do. But you know, it was good to know that though, because it was one of those things where it's like, I know we have Time Machine and I know it
Yeah.
was backing up things, but I never knew what it exactly did. Now I know.
Never.
Yeah.
So
I didn't
good.
Hey,
know that.
Val.
Awesome.
Yeah, Bill.
Back then, I remembered System Restore, and System
Yeah.
Restore helped me a lot.
Yeah. By the way, you should set up System Restore.
Oh, I should.
mean, but the biggest problem is he was just like, Brian was like, and he goes, you deleted it from the trash. And I didn't go into details with him. I just said yes. But in my mind is like, yes, because my OCD will not allow things to sit in the trash more than 20 minutes. Like I
yeah, I
can't
empty
have
my
things in
trash
the
can
trash.
all the time.
Like,
Stinky.
yeah, like the trash, if I see the little the piece of paper in the
piece of
fake
paper,
trash
you
can,
clear it. I clear it
mocks
too.
me. Like it's like looking at me going like, you need to throw me away, bitch. And I'm
I
like,
get
"You're
that.
right,
I do that with my
Let's-
deleted emails. Like my deleted work emails. Like once I know it's there, I clear that deleted
Yeah.
email.
Oh,
I have to
Don't do
thing.
that.
No, because it's all Teams messages. Like it's
Okay.
all just someone notified you. And I was
Well-
like, I don't need 64 emails telling me who messaged me.
Except-
Delete.
Except for the one time you said, remember that one thing I told you last week?
Fair enough.
I-
I save all
he-
that shit.
yeah.
No, I just delete all that.
I
Everything
only
else I'll
clear
save,
stuff out of
but not
deleted that is over 6 months old.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, I have a paper trail for customers that start pull folders going all the way back to probably like 2018. Like if anyone says, well, I never asked for that, hold. Yes, you did. Boop, 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 boop. And I would be like, oh, on this date, you said, hey, I want Batman. So I ordered you Batman. Now you say you don't want
Well,
Batman.
that's fine. Those emails I'll keep, but like
Yeah.
potluck emails, delete. All these other things, like all the ones that like I don't know, little things, I'll just delete.
Granted,
Everything else I'll keep.
I do come from a very skewed perspective here.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I save what I know I need to, and I delete
Yeah.
what I don't need to.
Yeah.
But like I said, other than the act of me accidentally deleting it, which yes, I will say was very dumb on my part. But in my defense, though, if it isn't labeled
Correctly.
Yeah.
And what you need it to
so anyway,
be. Well, that's fine.
Anthony.
Yes, sir.
Oh, good news.
Yeah, my Spelljammer delivery just showed up.
I haven't gotten mine yet.
No.
I ordered it from the store. It'll come by Christmas. It's Diamond.
No, I ordered it on Amazon. And I got a random text message in a group chat of 20 people that says, sweet, sexy, nasty.
Oh,
And then is the beginning of a email or of a web address that then they fucked up and the rest of it isn't stuck with the rest of the link. And then
don't
says,
click on that.
and then says,
Um,
you're a complete late night freak. So I'm gonna click this later.
Yeah, I ordered you a birthday gift. I would say almost a year ago. Diamond still has not delivered it. Pretty positive that's never coming in. And we ordered 4 of them for the store. And I ordered specifically a 2-pack for me and you. So I'm a little disappointed that this fucking thing didn't show up.
Thank you, Corm.
when I was looking at Twitch, like the not Twitch, the LORC Twitter, like
Yeah.
there's like that little area that says your message requests. It made me laugh because it was just a random designer, and it goes, "Hey, ridiculous?" ? And I was just like, it just looked really stupid. And
Yeah.
it made me
Hey,
laugh.
ridiculous question mark.
Yeah, it just says, "Hey, ridiculous?" ? It's just like, no.
Oh,
I'm a
automated
freelance
emails.
graphic designer.
Yeah.
They're always a graphic designer.
I see that you're an affiliate. I'm a freelance graphic designer. Hit me up if you want some emotes or overlays for your streams.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
do it
this
all
is
the
one
time,
right
too.
now. This one specifically states, "Hey, how's your day going? I just visited your Twitch channel and you don't have any badges. I do badges for reasonable prices."
BT Dubs,
Cool.
all the artists out there, I'm gonna hit you up at some point to request emotes,
Stuff.
so we can make emotes for the channel. I will pay you. I am going to pay you for these
Paid
things.
gig.
Yes, it's a paid gig.
We support our artist friends.
Yes. I
Thank
love
you,
it.
Revi.
Put this in there.
Yeah, I got a couple presents actually for my birthdays.
Ooh.
I didn't really expect too much. I'll say one just in case. I don't know, Leland, if you were gonna get it or not, because I know I expressed an interest in it before. But I did get a hardcover of The Last Ronin, the Ninja Turtle book.
It's a good book.
Ooh.
Looking forward to reading that.
Yeah, already back ordered and no prints available, so hold on to that.
Mm.
I'll read it and then sell it on eBay.
Yeah, it's not worth
It's
that
all
much.
profit, baby.
No, it's good. I liked it.
Right on.
Yeah.
Got some new shoes too.
For
Which-
that you used in Dublin.
No, I got
Oh.
them when I got back here.
So you guys
they're-
new
they're waiting for me.
Adidas?
Yeah, some new Adidas.
Oh,
Adidas.
are
Adidas.
I thought okay,
Boring.
yeah. No, because remember we had the whole Vans adventure, so I assumed that you'd
Van
maybe bought
Ventures?
a pair of those.
No,
Adventures?
I haven't made a change. I'm still interested in those spooky slip-ons.
Spooky Vans.
But unless they start a whole line just for me, I'm not switching over.
The other day, when I'm
want
bored at work,
photos.
sometimes I will go to the Vans website and
Website
because
and
you
just
can
look.
create your own.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I made a real badass Halloween pair. I'm just debating on if I want to pull the trigger.
How much is that?
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, like $90 to $100.
It's a lot.
It's
Yeah, but they
customized
look-
though.
For
But
a
they look real
customized shoe,
cool.
that's actually
a
not
good
as
price.
bad as I would
Yeah.
think it
Yes,
would
that's a
be.
good price for a
If you
customized
start
shoe.
saying like
Yeah.
I don't need a
160
customized shoe
for
that
Vans,
bad.
I'm like, nah, that's way too much.
Ah,
For
he's back,
Vans?
y'all. Cheap ass is back.
No.
Dublin Anthony is flush, rolls like a bitch. American Anthony, no, my money.
I didn't.
I buy store brand things only.
Dude around here
I
walking around Dublin wearing all green suit, gold trim.
I didn't spend
Speaking of-
that much. I didn't
Speaking
spend
of
that much
green
money on
things,
Dublin.
remember before you left that Steph said you should sniff cocaine, green cocaine?
Oh yeah.
I didn't understand the.
And can we stop saying sniff?
It's snort.
Yeah.
My bad.
Let's
What
see
is green
where-
coke? Oh, cocaine.
La
The drug.
cocaína.
Green Coke.
Coca-Canas.
Gently.
Gently sniff the coke. Well, yeah, you don't want to harshly sniff it. That hurts.
I mean,
Mm-mm.
yeah.
Yes, I understood. Yes, I understand. Oh, because he was in Ireland and everything else is green there. So why wouldn't the cocaine be?
Yeah.
Is it green? Is it really all green there?
Yes, you go to
Yes.
Ireland and they
Even
give
the
you
people.
these sunglasses that has a green tint to it. So everything
It's like when you go to the Emerald City.
Yep.
Do you
In
see
fact, that
someone wants to remake that? They want to start the Wizard of Oz franchise.
I saw that. I forgot who posted that.
I don't know if they make it like the
Nerdist
books.
or
I endorse
something?
it. Why not?
Mm.
Fuck it.
Yeah, could be cool.
It'd be cool.
Is it necessary? No.
I mean, what is necessary these days?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I don't know.
once you kind of accept that fact that it's not necessary,
I mean,
and that doesn't stop anything, then
they already
Yes, but
made
they've
Oz
never
the Great and Powerful, so they'll make.
I mean,
anything.
they never made the books, so I mean,
I never enjoyed. I don't remember enjoying that movie much.
it's fine.
I didn't watch it.
It's fine.
I do
It's a
like Return
movie.
of Oz. I still have the DVD that I bought.
I'll do when they
Yeah, that
when they
movie's
shank that one
great.
dude in the prison. Yeah.
With his dick.
Oz was
Hold
an
it.
old drama show on HBO that took place in a prison
That showed a lot of dick.
Oh,
because it was in a prison.
oh, okay.
Dick all the time.
I hate Oz things except the Wiz. I remember watching Dr. Oz.
Yes,
That's it.
he's the worst one.
Yep.
There was always videos where he just kept talking, and sometimes I was just like, I don't know if I really trust what you say.
You shouldn't.
Nope. Okay. Well, we're meandering here. How about we cut this off? he's getting tie as we watch him falling asleep here.
I am tired. No, I've been looking for the green shamrock conversation.
Oh, get it. You
All
got to do
right.
the search in the chat.
I forget that that's a thing that exists.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Dude, it
Yeah.
helps. You ask me a question about something, I search our chat, I got you the answer. You said this on this date.
Oh wow, I didn't know it did that.
It's
That's kind of
so
cool.
helpful.
It's Facebook. They
helpful.
don't delete anything.
Fair enough,
So-
but I don't know these things. I don't
Watch.
spend that much
Green-
time.
Well,
on
on the day
Green
that I
Coke.
was leaving, everyone was saying, have safe
Got
trip
it.
and all that. Leland's telling me to kiss that stone bitch. And I'm telling everyone that I'm gonna have me an authentic shamrock shake. Leland tells me then to fuck a leprechaun while I'm at it.
Yes.
Stay safe. Steph chimes in for the first time and say, "You glow, boy.
Yeah, I said, you glow boy, get that shamrock shake.
You glow, boy."
Yep.
I meant glow as in like a pot of gold, shamrock, leprechauns.
Jordan, speaking for everybody, asking what the fuck that even means. We still
And I
don't
said,
know.
pot of gold, shamrocks and shit, glow.
That
In
is
all
such
caps.
a leap. Such a leap.
Then it goes over to Steph. Do you know what a shamrock is? With wait, is that my response? I responded with Snape.
with a gif of Snape saying absolutely. Then she says, "Wait, we're talking about McDonald's Shamrock Shakes."
Yeah.
She continues, "Cause that's what I thought. Anthony just would be trying
Yeah,
a real one."
A real one. I just thought there were real shamrock shakes in Ireland.
And then the best part is Jordan, who apparently had a side conversation with Seth going on, in all caps says, "She just asked me if shamrock is green cocaine."
Yes.
No, I said a green rock. A shamrock.
No, you
Thank you.
asked if shamrock meant green cocaine in our chat, Steph. Which
Oh,
is
yeah, that's
why
right. Okay.
I responded
Which is why you
to
put
the
me on
LoRC
fucking blast.
chat with, "She just asked me if shamrock meant green cocaine." Which,
And it
once
does
again,
now.
the leap. Just, I
This
can't
is
wait
what
to see
you
you in the
do?
Olympics, Steph, because you are leaping so far.
Green cocaine
I
is
could
going to
go
be our Heisenberg fucking blue meth.
Yes. You know,
That's going to be our brand.
I feel like I knew this before, but I'm rewatching Community, right? And I got to the season 6 episode where Vince Gilligan cameos as the guy on the VHS tabletop game.
Oh yeah.
So that's the A plot, whereas the B plot has Jeff, Britta, Shirley, and Buzz Hickey trying to sell blue chemistry books. And it dawned on me.
Yeah. The episode it's a middle of the road episode, but I
Yeah.
prefer the B plot over the A plot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The
books
The
is
A-plot's
more
a bit
funny.
Too uncomfortable.
because
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Brie Larson stuff is like, what's happening?
yeah. I don't know why I didn't realize, oh, this is just a Breaking Bad episode with Mike Ehrmantraut here. Like,
Okay.
I don't know what that
I
means.
vaguely
Nice to see
remember
Gina
that one.
Gershon, though.
On the one.
All right. But yeah, let's go ahead and pull out and get a good night's sleep maybe for the first time in over a week.
oh yeah, for you,
We'll
yes,
see.
yes.
Yeah, for me. I've not slept well in a long time.
It
Jet
happens.
lag is a real motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Steph,
The
he
fact
didn't
that
like
we
the
were
plywood and
gaming on
blankets.
we were gaming at 10 p.m. on Sunday, and you were waking up and saying hi. It's like-
Yeah.
I was like, Anthony says hi, everybody. It's like-
Also, shout out to Goots for resubbing 2 days ago.
Thank you,
Aw,
Goots.
thanks, Coots.
You're a prince. So again, thank you everyone for hanging out with us, including for the after hours edition of the podcast where it becomes LORC Nights. You are all the very best people in the whole entire world, and we love you a whole bunch. We will be back hosting this Thursday. Both Jordan and Steph are playing a game.
Resident Evil 6. It's going to be
Resident Evil 6.
the Chris's finale this week.
Yeah.
Neat.
You're on the last part of Chris's
Oh, yeah.
campaign. It's been fun.
Oh, yeah.
And be sure to join us on Sunday, where we will be playing a handful of community games, large multiplayer games, and generally goofing off. Be sure you are in our Discord to know what we will be playing. That is always free to everybody and anybody. As long as you're cool, then we're cool.
Yep.
And a link for that is right there in the Twitch chat. So again, thank you so much. And we will see you on Thursday.
Bye.
Bye.